All right, I'm on my phone. I am on my phone. I'm like, the hell with it. I gave up. Like, something is wrong. Something is going on today. And I ain't got the patience for Microsoft today. It's got to be Microsoft. But we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. And I need to get into this here. We need to get into this. So come on in the upper room. Come on in.
There was a family on their way down south, and they had gone as far as they could go, and they made their way, and they were driving on a dirt road. Storm came, the lightning started flashing. The young man that was driving the car lost control of the automobile, ran off the road, and everybody was all right except him. They got out of the car, and just across the dirt road was a white house. They took him across there to that white house and knocked on the door, and the white lady came to the door and said, "Can I help you?" They said, "Ma'am, if you just let us, our brother just got in an accident. We want to just come in and make a telephone call. We want to call the doctor." They walked in, and daughter got on the phone, and the phone kept ringing, and there was no answer. Finally, somebody picked up the phone and said, "I'm sorry, but the doctor's not here. He's out on his rounds." Somebody say yes here. Well, the daughter put that phone down and went back into the living room, and the little children, they were sitting there crying. They were all sitting there crying. And by that time, grandmama had got out of the car. She made her way across that dirt road, and she walked up to her and just opened up the screen door, and she peeped in and she said, "How's my son doing?" And they told her, said, "Mama, we tried to call the doctor, but he was out on his rounds." She said, "Child, let me come in." She walked in and she looked at that white lady. She said, "Ma'am, do you have a closet?" She said, "Ma'am, do you have a closet?" The white lady looked at her and said, "If you want to use the phone, you can use the phone." She said, "No, ma'am, I don't want to use the phone, but I want to call my doctor, and I need to go to your closet."
Yep, we're back. Going to the upper room.
She made her way to that closet, and there was just enough room for her to get in there. She walked in that closet. The children were walking behind her. She walked in that closet, and she closed the door, and before she talked to the Lord, she said this:
"Come on in. Come on in the room." My friend. Come on in the room. I said I didn't know that they had left. Come on, because I'm going through my... Oh, I got to throw this banana out. Ain't bad. Take these out to the garbage on your way out for me. Okay. I got to pour me up one on this one. Then I'm going to take a nap when I get done with this saving face. Saving face. I'm just going to have a little bit as I sip through these notes, man. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. I'm sorry I am having technical difficulties on the stream. Technical difficulties, but come on in the room. If you ain't here, then you're going to have to catch the replay. And please hit the like button on your way in. And if you don't mind, you can share the channel. Yep. Okay. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Because I'm ready. It's like the hell with that damn shit. Let's get this going. Okay, so the battery don't die. Got 68% on that. And you can still call in. You can still call in. Do I have enough light? I think so. Ted's chilling outside. Okay. Now, hey, ladies, gentlemen, everybody that's in the chat. Everybody's in the chat. Oh, let me turn that down. Damn, YouTube always getting me. So the first thing that was said on the live that I heard, right? Which is what is being declared as his truth. There's a bunch of malarkey. I'm sorry. It's just a bunch of malarkey to me. And it is what it is. It's crazy how people chooses to, them boys, book them included, recanting, trying to butter up some stuff, persuade, coerce people, entice, all that shit. All of this stuff under the umbrella of using Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's name, which is just insane to me, but it is what it is, right? So I need to recapture before my live went out about 5 minutes ago about the big five guy. And people gonna be people, right? But it just sucks to be a person where you talk about how stand up you are, how noble people can be, or how loyalty and the integrity that a person seems to think that they have when they find ways to skate around the truth, to skate around on some things that need to be addressed at that moment. Can't address it later. And I heard him say that, well, he's sitting back. I'm not in it. That's between y'all. But I will go and listen to, a message of a person, and he's able to avoid the whole distractions of the beef between two people, right? Welcome back. Thank you, Leslie. Welcome back. So, with that being said, he stated that. No, let me rephrase that. He did not call out any of Bookham's crap. Meaning when Bookham was laying down and interjecting him, cut him off on some things, being boisterous on that, his Big Vi, right? He shut down Big Vi whole train of thinking, like really what he probably wanted to say. So he diverted him, right? Took over his thoughts and got everything out that he wanted to say. So I was surprised to not hear Big Vi interject back on every freaking thing that Bookham was saying. He did not use his who, what, when, where, and why. Don't forget to take that plate with that banana on it. Yeah, throw them out. It's over there. So, and I'll see you later. Okay. Have fun. He didn't. But of course, his justification is because the stuff that they have going on, he's not paying any attention to that. That's between them. That's what he uses as his main justification for that, right? So that he can keep peace between whomever he chooses to be was actually shocked. It clearly shows you how humanity can be when you want to save faces and you want to say savage any type of association or friendship is what people call it, a little bit out here with the person, right? Will not call out that person. He said that he is sitting back and he's waiting for it to come to a head. So I'm like, then what? You gonna say something? Then what? You're gonna be putting some spacers between him and Bookham? Like, is that what you waiting on? Which is too late. It's too late. It'll be too late then. However, or will you continue to just let your bro do what he doing? So Bookham pointed out that Levi says that he's doing some FBI SHIT, you know. And I was like, well, when did they diagnose that? Hi, Precious. When did you notice that? Today or yesterday? This is just a whole systematic game that these people are literally playing or trying to play on a lot of people' minds out here. Shout out to the ones that are able to have their own thinking process and develop your own narrative about what you are hearing and what you are seeing. Yeah. So he says, this is Bookham. He says that he was done, allegedly, with the cousin Levi when he couldn't get a text messages. You were done. He says that he gave him 2 tries, but this third time here, it was out of pocket. That was it. That drew the line. Everyone, I'm doing well. Thank you, Precious, and I hope that you are doing well also. So right now, of course, we got like 41 people, and there is a couple, quite a bit of them sitting in the bushes. So, but we don't worry. I don't worry about that over here. Sit wherever you want to sit at. Bush, the thorn. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't care. I'm sipping too, so you gotta mind my language sometime, Precious, cause I'm sipping, finishing up my bottle of Snoop from last night, and then I'm going to go and relax. I had a long morning. I've been out this door since 6 o'clock this morning, touring a college today that I absolutely fell in love with. Also fell in love with the price, that it would cost for my baby to attend. So now I'm just want to wind down and I want to go through these notes and laugh my butt off. Thank you, hon. So don't judge me if you start hearing, me acting a little bit with fun, okay? I like to have fun on my channel. But that's what he says. If he read the text messages, Angelo not in them. That's what he says. And I'm saying to myself, well, if he's not in them, and then of course, why is it bothering him so much that these text messages has come out? He went on, hi Candy, love, hi, to say that you not a federal. No, he says that. Well, I'm saying to myself, but you talk to Angelo. You can call him up. He said that on speed dial. So how having this problem with the cousin about some text messages, one when you could call them up and you could have got them yourself, and then he turns around and say, well, because I couldn't get them. Angelo wouldn't give him the text messages, then something is wrong right there. You know, you've been on the phone. The man been all on the lie. You done talked to him several times behind the scenes, and he couldn't get a text message from Angelo. Well, he responded as if Angelo had said that you ain't no federal agent, and because you're too stupid to be a federal agent. Boy, I like to die on that one, but it is what it is, right? But he had implied that this was what Angelo's response was, after I guess his attempt to get text messages from Angelo. Now, here's my thing with this in this text messages. Why is it important, or why was it? Why do y'all feel that it was that important for him to have the text messages? Why was it important? Because he seems to be so upset that he didn't get the text messages first. And we've seen how all of that played out over there with the choke no joke when he was over there reading, a whole bunch of stuff. Everybody seen, that paperwork. I have the paperwork downstairs where it's got a bunch of redacted parts in it. A lot of shit just blacked out on it, but he wanted a part of it. He wanted to have a part of having his hands on these text messages. So it's kind of hard. Well, it ain't that hard. It's easy to decipher a bunch of pieces of why this brawl is going on. It's so easy. They made it so obvious, right? And on the text messages, you're mad because they was a reason why the text messages should not be read like that, right? And he said that because in 2 to 3 weeks, the Bungie is going to drop more paperwork because of Levi and them doing that, right? Now, I was wondering, do y'all think that Jennifer Bonjean would have dropped some paperwork behind if Bookham would have got the text messages first and been reading them on his live first? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Jennifer Bonjean would have dropped some paperwork if Bookham would have gotten hold of the text messages first and started doing them on his channel first? Thinking that, well, Bookham's trying to hurt, Mr. Callen. It could have went that way. It could have went that way. You say, wouldn't it surprise me if it's all fake for me, Candy? I'm on board with you. I am definitely on board with you. I'm on board with you with that one. So he goes on to say that why is Levi invested? This is one of my favorite ones here, y'all. I made sure I wrote this one big and clear. Why is Levi invested in Larry? Wasn't he invested in Levi and Larry controversy? I'm just asking for a friend. When all of this shit went down out here, this distraction and everything that had pertained to DJ and DeBose, wasn't Bookham invested with Larry and Levi? Is that can I get a yes or a no? Can I get a yes or a no? Was he or was he not deeply invested in help them execute mass destruction against those two men? Was he? Because he said he was. He said, I went after those guys because of y'all. I helped you all execute what y'all wanted to execute against him, meaning the deceased baby, meaning that what was it? Hitting all the cash apps, tearing that down, hitting the fact that I guess with Dubosky being involved with, as he stated, and he's read from time to time on that, on his community, I mean, on his live, that you all were involved and you were alongside those two. Bookham, you need to shut up because you're only trying to save faces and it's not going to work in the public eyes. See, I don't know what people are planning on doing behind the scene as far as Dubosky or DJ, but you hurt them under this executional plan alongside Levi and DJ. I mean, and Larry. You did. How are you trying to save faces? Now, that was something that happened in the past. And when I say that I am totally shocked at this big vibe person, you could have addressed him at that part when he said that part. See, he was over there selling Big Vi a whole bunch of bull crap. And I'm not going to say that he bought it, but he listened to it. And he never followed back or through with the who, what, when, where, and whys. And when you see people like that, no matter how good talking that they can do, I side eye you. See, he stood halfway up. He didn't stand all the way up. He didn't stand all the way up to book him. He stood halfway. And it can probably be because I'm going to savage my communication out here, my YouTube bros, and friendship, and association to communication. That's fucked up. I don't care what nobody say. That ain't no stand up shit my ass. You folded. He folded. Because what? Bookham intimidated him. He interrupted him. Whoa. You know, and he called him, well, I saw what I saw, and and then Big Vi comes back with his reasoning about and then everything ended up being okay. Because he doesn't like dilemmas. He doesn't like beefs. He doesn't like arguments. And I get that. But you don't have to go into an argument to call out somebody's shit when it stinks. At some point, it's like, you know what? I seen your shit. I did this. I did that. I can't mess with both of y'all. You did this, not I. You did it. You did it. Okay, I seen you did it. You did it. Somewhere, Big Vi is struggling with who's telling the truth. See, and that's because, in my opinion, he is running a channel now. So he has to salvage whatever communication that he can get in case he's not fully doing 100% research either. So now he can come back and reciprocate or regurgitate and put two and two together and tell a story like everybody else out here on the goddamn YouTube. This shit is sickening to the highest power. But that's what he said. And I was shocked that Big Vi didn't put a pause on that shit. Pause, bro. Because he said it. Why is Levi invested in Larry? Wasn't he invested in Levi? My question was, wasn't he invested in Levi and Larry controversy targeting the rallies, the cash apps, every freaking situation that went on? Let's not talk about Don Russell's sister. You went and got them, which was probably from up underneath a drunken Larry or a Levi. Let's talk. Who else you targeted? The PI, Mr. Harrison. That was probably from up underneath them. You sat alongside those men, and now you're trying to wash your hands clean, and it sucks. Not only should this story or whatever, if it's getting back to Mr. Kelly and Mr. Kelly wants to hear this bullshit, it also has to include your doings as well. Bookham, how you gonna try to just wash your ass up out the damn story? That's crazy. You says that you was trying to get him to stop talking about DJ and Dubosky. That's what you said on your live today. You were trying to get him to stop talking. Here's what I think, in my opinion. Let me take a sip of this. I think you were trying to get him to stop talking and going after them as much because you had done put your foot so far up in the mud. I like the quicksand though. Let's change foot to quicksand, to where you were really hoping that you all would never fall out and the things that you helped them do, you would have to be out here trying to excuse yourself from what you had done. Let's keep that shit real. So the more they kept talking about it, and the more they kept edging a bunch of stuff out here that you did not like, your anger got the best of you. So it allowed you now to try to defend your damn self. But yeah, and I did it. But they made me do it. They asked me to do it. And at that time, this your excuse. At that time, see, I was fighting with them. Because you was fighting with them. You decide to go to church on Sunday, come back out here on this internet and join in with the malarkey of Levi and Drunken Larry. And now you want out. You want out. I don't know. I don't know. And I can't say whether if those boys will let you out that damn easy. I don't know. However, I do feel that it's going to be a couple of more episodes behind this shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you putting on the right lipstick to be trying to kiss up to by telling your little part of the story about what you engaged into is going to let you out of it. I really don't. Because they had this whole thing out here. I believe the Dubosky started it where if one go down, they all go down. I don't understand what courtroom, if it even get to that level, where you feel like that you can explain to a judge and separate yourself from the doings that you have done alongside Drunken Larry and Levi. I don't even understand how it would be if Mr. Kelly is hearing this and you talking to him too, that he is buying your shit. I don't, I truly don't. I know that they say Mr. Kelly cannot read, but to have understanding of some bullshit, you ain't got to know how to goddamn read. You can just hear it, especially if you got two people calling in or waiting for him to call, and you telling Pappy Kelly, well, it was him. He did this, man. He out here doing this. He out there doing it. And now Levi, he on the other line, collect call. He doing this, and David Booker doing this. That's grounds right there for a person to not even believe or trust either one of y'all. Like, that shit is crazy. You say you got the real text messages. Well, you better not say that, because Booker mad about them goddamn text messages. He say, hell, he He said that if you read the text messages, Angelo is not in it. He had to point that out. Then he goes on to say that he got a phone call yesterday from Angela. So you still have contact and conversing with Angela, but you mad at those guys over there. You do know when you keep telling the public that you are steady having these conversations or whatever with Angelo Bookham, that it just don't make you look good, because Angelo is considered as an opposition to Mr. Kelly. How hard is it to calculate that? How hard is it to put some goddamn duct tape on your damn mouth? It ain't that hard. You go to Ace Hardware and buy you up a whole damn roll so you could just double strip it right across your damn lips. You out here telling Mr. Kelly's supporters that yesterday, it was just yesterday, that you were on the phone with the Angela. I You talking about dumb, dumber, and dumbest? Woo, cha. Woo, cha. So you goes on. Let's continue. 'Cause I got a lot to say on your shit. You said he already, oh, I said you already admitted your part. I'm sure it's recorded out here with you saying everything that you did. It took for Drunken Larry to call you his hoe for you to admit some shit that you did, which is wrongfully done. You did some wrongfully illegal shit. Yeah, you did. You did some illegal shit, boy. That might be your ass too. I see you frying in frying pan too, though, Book. I ain't lying. See, I ain't starting Levi now, right? 'Cause I ain't never fall for that damn bullshit anyway. I never gave a crap about who he talked to and who the heck is he related to, because they was not of importance. None. But you did. You jumped in the swamp with that man. Now you out here trying to save face about his real name. You finna lay that all out. You finna lay out his address because you dare him to drop the video. If a video, or an audio don't exist, what the hell are you over there pretending, as you done told these people you done lost 30 pounds, when I'm still sitting here looking at you, and where you lost it where? I guess it must be so lost that you can't see it, but everybody else see that shit ain't going nowhere. mm. He'll take a sip on that shit. He the only one that done lost, that he done lost it. Oh, we didn't lose it. We still see that shit. Where you lost it at? In the chair? Where you lost it? You said that, where are other recordings of Bookham saying he will do it? That's my question. That's my question, Bookham. That's my question to you. You know it's gonna be some more recordings popping out here on your butt, right? That's crazy as hell. You can only play or execute your propaganda behind what they are saying, right? But you not including yourself when you should not be excluded. They all worked at the same. Ooh, child. Okay, lady. Yeah. Drop all of your stuff of what you executed against those two guys because you wanted to join in on a team with Drunken Larry and Levi. At some point, you thought that their plan was an excellent plan to help them go after those two guys. Drop all of that shit. Don't worry about what leave, because you got some explaining to do, Lucy. You got some explaining to do. I don't think that you should be able to get out of this as easily as you think that you're trying. I don't. And that's just, that's just me. I really don't. Supporters of R. Kelly shouldn't, this is what you said, this bullshit here. Supporters of R. Kelly shouldn't have feelings about it. Meaning that you're saying that Levi and everybody else out here is in their feelings about Mr. Kelly. Why do you exclude yourself from that? Well, you went on to explain that because don't nobody know him but you. You were the one that took all of those people down there to visit Mr. Kelly. So that gives you superior rights to speak the way you do and act the way you do for Mr. Kelly, because you did all of that. So you want your brownie points. You want your acknowledgement. You want your reward. And you know what's best. And you did that. And if that was the case, I remember it being spoke upon when they said Mr. Kelly had conspirators. How in the hell did you not get locked up with Mr. Kelly? Because you're implying that you know him. You were there at all times. I guess when he was fucking, ducking, spending money, or out with the girl, you were everywhere. And there was a rumor out here on these damn streets that, during that security time with you and Kip, that you was probably one of them people that was passing out the wristbands. Now, I don't know how true that is, and I don't give a fuck. All I knew is that shit was funny as fuck. Because I know if I was standing there and a booger bear trying to give me a fucking goddamn wristband, I'd had to question if I was at the right goddamn concert. It amazes me how Mr. Kelly only seemed to have some ugly ass niggas representing him. These some ugly ass niggas on his screen. I don't try to signify, because I don't like to signify, and I know that appearance ain't got nothing to do with it, but damn! Like, stay behind the goddamn cameras. Where Miss Kelly get all these goddamn bust down, beat down, look like they got they ass whooped ass niggas from? Nobody's in a perfect suit, perfect tie, perfect shoes, hair's all fucked up, skin all fucked up, all of them over fucking weight. I'm like, where in the fuck are these damn people? He has nobody as classy dressing as him out here to speak shit intellectual for him on this with these goddamn these people. I wouldn't have went to that concert. I ain't lying. Who are you? Am I at the right concert? I'm looking at Miss Calico. I'm looking at my ticket stub and everything. Mr. Cali, you security. What in the fuck? Felt like I was giving you a ticket in the fucking zoo. It's some ugly ass. Look at my ugly ass. Oh, shit. Pap, you ain't right. You ain't right. It is. Well, okay, he different. They're different. Different. What you say, you need to know what kind of phone he has. He told Levi and Larry thought he hung up, but he was still on the phone listening to them. Yeah, he plot on. Man, he ain't doing shit but playing on Big Vi fucking, I guess, a little intelligent that he has. And I say little bit because he dropped the ball on that who, what, when, where, and why so that he can savage bros and shit. He dropped the ball. And I'm not saying address a person to harm his friendship that he thinks that he has. See, when you friends with somebody, and if you can't stand to them face to face and call out they shit, you ain't friends to somebody. That's some fake ass shit. Period. Grown ass man sat over there and danced around and let that boy just take over the whole conversation, and then so his narrative can sell. He sold that shit to Big Vito. According to what I seen. He sold that shit. Cause they end up laughing. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, yeah, for a minute. When Big Boss said, hold up, bro. I know you ain't finna, talk you. No, no, no. That's not what it was about. So he did switch it up and switch it out a little bit. Yeah, he did. Yeah. So is this the pro R. Kelly? Yeah, this the pro R. Kelly stream. Hit the like button. So he says that everybody is in their feelings instead of fighting, for the injustice of Mr. Kelly. And the only sufficient enough for him reasoning was because don't nobody know him. Do you see how many people are out here on these lives? Now, what and how and who and when gives him the goddamn audacity to put out here about who knows Mr. Kelly? So when you start hearing shit like that, at some point, you're like, go sit your ass down somewhere. It's just only been Mr. Kelly and Bookham all his fucking life. Just Mr. Kelly and Bookham all his fucking life. You are not the only damn existence of a person in that man's life. So cut that. You just as worse as fucking cousin over there. You might as well come on your shit and say the son of Mr. Kelly. I'm the son of Mr. Kelly. That's what you need to say. Cause you ain't no damn different than the shit of what the damn cousin is doing. You ain't no damn different. None. There's a bunch of goddamn hot air. Y'all it's so damn special to the damn man. You want to know him so damn much. I don't want to know somebody if I ain't in that damn position to cough up 60 goddamn $1,000 to help bond him out. I'm going to fall to the back. I know you, but I'm broke, man. Yeah. I love you, but I'm broke. Nah, I can't help you. I can't help you on that, man. I'm broke as fuck. But I know you. Way that y'all say that y'all do all up in that damn man's butt crack. You should have had $60,000 to stand on it. Broke ass. You broke ass. Too late. It's too late to know him. It's too late to put out here all this damn energy. I know him. He was something. Matter of fact, where that video at? And who are Mr. Kelly to you? Yeah, he was something like a pop. Isn't that what he said? Isn't that what he said on that goddamn news with that news people down there in that building? He's something like a pop. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Because RC ain't something like a pop to me. He's my goddamn dad, my father, my best friend. What the hell does it mean, y'all? Hey, Chalet B. What does it mean? What does something like a goddamn pop mean? Is that part-time? When I see him, I can see him? Well, most of the time, I really don't see him. But when I do see him, he's something like that time that your ass was down there in that damn Trump building waiting on that turnstile door to come around and betting a woman her food stamps to show you. I bet you I know him. Was that one of them moments? Was that one of them moments that he was something like a pop then? I couldn't understand that shit. Well, he's something like a pop. This boy standing up in the cameras with a triple X goddamn 4-piece damn near tuxedo on and a baby tie. This what he looked like right here. I kid you not. Wait a minute. This how Booker was standing in front of the cameras. I'm gonna book him in front of the camera. I just saw that shit. I ain't shit. Where that man go with that little tie? I don't know what the hell this is on this damn TV. My grandkids was here. That booker with the tie. Look, that book. Wait, it's going so fast. That's him in the camera. I can't you not. He's something like a pop to me. What in the fuck does that mean? What? Wait a minute, I got to pause this shit. I gotta get Booker. Look at you. Look at you, that damn little ass towel. Hold on, let me read. Let me see if I can rewind, get your ass back up on. Yep, I can rewind. Hold on. I forgot I got one of this fancy LG ass TV, y'all. This shit do everything. Where Booker go? I knew I shouldn't have started drinking this goddamn Snoop. Where he at? That was Bookham in front of the camera. He's something like a pop to me. Them damn sisters should have popped you right upside your damn head. Talking about some you do great interviews. That nigga choked up. That nigga choked up on that damn cameras because he ain't know whether if he was finna tell the truth or the lie. Here you go. And book him in front of the camera. Look at that. He's something like a pop to me. I cannot with you, Booker boy. I cannot. I'm going in every motherfucking Baby Gap store and burn every goddamn little ass Baby Gap tie right the fuck up out of there, bitch. Y'all gonna see me on World Star some damn well. What you doing? I can't sleep. I gotta get rid of all these ties. We ain't selling these bitches no more to not nail another goddamn citizen in the United States. This we ban. We banning baby motherfucking ties. I done realized that those goddamn things choke a motherfucker and have less oxygen going to the fucking brain. Cause I'm standing on the camera talking about he's something like a pop. Somebody gotta play that video. Where is that video at, y'all? Let me see. What news was that? Y'all, somebody gotta send me that. I gotta look it up. But that shit was funny as hell. That shit was funny as hell. Let me see if I can find you. This you right now fussing with Lee with the cousin over there. You over this you and the cousin and drunken Larry. Look at you, look at you mad. You mad, boy. Look at that. That drunken Larry and the cousin. This how they looking at you, Book. They like, what wrong with this nigga? Ooh, child. Ooh, Lord have mercy, boy. I just cannot do you, but I still got more on this paper, though, Booker, and I still got my wizard right here, boy. Boy, me and Snoop about to turn up on you. I don't even know what cartoon. I don't watch cartoons. No, I have no idea what the hell this is. All I know is I saw that damn tie. I ain't see nothing else until I saw that damn tie come on here. Book. This how Levi. Now you know, cousin Levi coming back. He gonna have you. You gonna be over there like this when them feds come. When they come pick you up, this how you gonna be, Book. Go get you. That's how you gonna be looking when they come knocking on that damn door again. Talk about some why me? Why? Then you over there talking about some, I let these sucker ass niggas get me caught up and involved in this shit. You gonna be in the courtroom. You want separate trials too, ain't you, Book? Book. You gonna be one you want your shit tried separately, don't you? That way, so they could get the 30 years, and you gonna get about 5. You want separate goddamn trials, huh? I ain't going down with you niggas. You finna do a whole 360. You finna do a drunken Larry. It was him. Him? Nope, he made me do it. Well, he paid me about $2,000. Cousin Levi gave me my money for my truck, but then he gonna make me take it back. Allegedly. Woo-hoo-hoo. Your ass is in big trouble, boy. And you got some hell of a friends rocking with you over there too. They got damn big vibe. He coming down there to save you. Cause he's been trying to savage his damn bros. He gonna come on and bond you out. But then again, he might not once he find out the real truth. Cause he's sitting in the back of the cut waiting on the true truth to come out on your ass. But that's what he doing. Mm-hmm. Now you said, why do Levi has to record Mr. Kelly to entertain? Okay, I don't even know how to do this. Why does Levi has to record? Why does he have to record? Now, mind you, it was a whole lot of people in the comment section that was saying that shit, right? You overlooked it. You ain't give a damn. You ain't tell them, yup, you right. Why is he? You ain't did none of that. You waited until the shit hit the fan and then have the audacity to have the same question that the community wanted to know. Ain't that a bitch? You might have shouldn't have not went against the community the way you did. It don't look like too many out here in this community got your back, bruh. Mm-mm. You went against the whole community, blocking people, calling them names, all that shit. You did the same shit. You did the same shit. Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm. Hell, I was even chisel teeth over here laughing my ass off at your ass, getting your ass caught up. While you over here worried about a teeth. You should have been worried about your ass out there saying that you co-conspired with them goddamn drunken Larry and that damn Levi with the placement of the situation about DJ. You conspired and you did that shit with that on Dubowski gun. You did that shit. You might well go and make your recording like Drunken Larry that says, I did that shit. Oh, Drunken Larry said, and I did that shit. I'm like, what in the fuck is these people crazy? I mean, most black people, when they getting ready to, when they go to jail, you just, I don't know what you're talking about. When? Wasn't me. Well, it'll probably look like, I don't know. Who voice is that? I don't know. You motherfuckers on here admitting to everything. Y'all are the worst damn criminals in the goddamn world. I swear y'all need to be on that damn show. What else you said here, boy? Cause I'm cracking myself up on what you said shit today. You said that I thank y'all for the cash apps. Talking about Levi. You uttering what Levi done said. Levi never talked about the cash apps holding up the man that was crushing your cousin. You have the audacity now to come after that damn fucking cash app over there since your cut didn't get cut. You can't make this shit up. Since the well has ran dry, now you want to call out his cash apps. I mean, as you should, but don't leave yourself out of it. You can't leave yourself out of it because you and Drunken Larry and Cousin Levi went on a whole goddamn cash app, whatever fucking marathon. You did. Now you want to just exemplify yourself from that too. Ain't that a bitch? Now when they get to pulling all that shit out there, right? It's gonna show, how much where you got that truck from. It's going to show that cousin Levi instructed you to take that damn truck back that next day or two after you drove it around for a little bit. All them records gonna come up. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know how you finna erase this shit. Ooh, child. It's gonna show they going to the gas station, pull the cameras there. They going to Arby's. They going to Burger King, McDonald's, because you went to all three of those restaurants soon as you bought the fucking truck. Yeah. All your prints with the goddamn plastic bottles and drinks that you was drinking in there before you took that bitch back. They got all that. They got all that. All that. They got all that already sitting and waiting. Allegedly. I'm just hypothetically speaking. But I know if they coming for you, they they got it all. They gonna come hard to book them out. What you gonna say? That one your drink. You says beyond the password. Let me see, because it led to Bookham conspiring everything done to DJ and Dubowski. Now I had to pause it there, right? You said that became personal now. It's personal between you and the cousin because all of this stuff that then came out can lead you to having something to do with conspiring on DJ and Dubowski. That's what you said. And as a matter of fact, that's absolutely true. So you let your anger, with you over there boasting that you're winning this whole thing because you're trying to exclude yourself. Nope. It is a half a confession. Yep. You confessed. And there's a whole lot of people that heard you confess to what you're doing. Now, I wouldn't recommend it. Don't highly recommend it, with DJ and Dubowski, because it's illegal and it can be extortion. So I'm just saying, but sometimes I think like, others do at some point in time too. Well, Negro, if you don't want to go down, shit, you gonna have to go and hit that cash out for about 20 grand, nigga. Other than that, we taking you down. They 20,000 a piece. You want out? You gonna have to pay yourself up out of this way. Other than that, I don't know, Book. I think they gonna take you down. I think they go. It's just my opinion. I don't know what them boys doing over there. But I have the right to give my opinion on what I have seen and heard. What's going on, Galatians? And shit, I have to put you where you don't want to go to jail? Be like Denzel Washington on your ass. You want to go to jail? You want to go home? You Book, you want to go to jail or you want to go home? Or you want to go home? Yeah, that's about 20 stacks a piece. They just might let you go home. 25. The bid. We got a bid going on, y'all. How much? How much? Right now we at 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. We was at 20. How much do y'all think would satisfy DJ and Dubowski monetary? How much y'all think? We at 25. 20, 20, 25. Can I get a 30? Can I get a 30,000? Can I get a 30? Can I get a 30 in the chat? How much do y'all think that he should pay for the damages that he helped conspire to? How much did he pay? Sounds like I went a little easy. What y'all think? Let me get these bets up here. We got 25, 25, 20, 20, 25 going once. 22, 20, 25 going twice. 20, 20, 20, 25. So 25 it is. You going down. You going down. Cause you shouldn't have been around. My heart won't stop going to jail. 30,000 back over the board, child. 30,000. Woo, book. You book. You ain't gonna be able to get no more red bottoms. He said, plus, oh, buy out that bounty on that. Woo, child. Serve it up to 30,000. Lord, that's your ass. 100,000. Oh my God. We had to keep it reasonable, girl. You know that boy ain't got no 100,000. Mm-mm. But that's what he said, y'all. He says that beyond it being personal, because it led to Bookham conspiring everything done to DJ and Dubosky. Ooh, child, this is your confession. Just when you thought you was getting your ass in this shit, you got deep in this shit. This is your confession. Bookham, here's what I gotta say. Because you evil, dirty, cruddy, and all this shit, you want to be in the middle of all this shit. I think that you should have just stayed loyal to your boys over there. I think you should have just went on and just rolled it on out on with the carpet with them. You should have just stayed on the carpet right along with them. You should have stayed on the carpet with them. Because you know what? It's a little too late. And I'm sure that the public thank you for your confession. I actually, let me keep it real with you for a second. I actually laughed a lot because I truly was trying to imagine you like, you know, a little stand up, just a little bit. It's like, oh, okay. I laugh at him and talk the shit and do all that stuff. I'm like, well, okay, maybe he does have an ounce of dignity. But I'm glad that I did not put all of what I was thinking in one basket. I'm so damn glad. Cause you ain't shit along with the other ones. Envy, being envious, it got the best of you. Being greed, it got the best of you. For whatever number was on the table. Because there is no way in hell that by word of mouth, because some other people did not like DJ or Dubosky, it should have never been a string in your back to participate in nothing that now what you are calling it wrong, crazy, shouldn't have never joined in. You stamped your name to it, bruh. You stamped your name to it. So, depending on what those boys are deciding to do, whether if they walk away from it or they tend to want to deal with it. If one go down, you got to go down with them. Because you kept up the shit. You kept up the shit. You are a part of tearing down this whole support for Mr. Cali. You helped separate. You helped with the diversion of this shit. You did. Because you wanted everybody for yourself. You wanted everybody for yourself. And the more people that you have for yourself, the bigger your cash apps are. The bigger notary you could have. The more people it was to convince that he was something like a pops. You didn't keep that shit real, because that's what you did. Now, I can't find this anywhere on no freaking site even when I typed it in as I did. You said that monster and human, you told this to Big Vi. He didn't even put a pause on that. I was so discouraged. I was like, wow. You told that man that it means you can't get a bail. You can't get a bail. In the paperwork, Jennifer Ann Donnelly says nothing about a monster and a human. She clearly stated up in that paperwork why she was not giving Mr. Kelly a bail. But you want to take it and change it and throw this shit out here to the public. If that's the case, and if this is illegal, then boy, it better be a million of people sitting up in freaking jail if this is a law that was being broken. Monsters and human means you can't get a bail. Those are your exact words. And I'm like, is this some type of hangman ass clause here? The hell is this shit here? What do you mean by that? What exactly did you mean by that? Now you want to integrate a new clause about Mr. Kelly's bail because you all are in an entanglement about the deliverance of a Jane Doe number 5. And since you heard Jane Doe number 5 say these things, all of a sudden, that's the reason why he's not getting a bail. You done put out way too many reasons. And you need to find you a concrete one to stick to. First, it was, now I ain't gonna say first, because I don't know if it was first or last. Don Russell was the reason he didn't get a bond. I think Dubosky was the reason he didn't get a bond. I think standing outside of the protest was the reason he didn't get a bond. Can y'all name some more reasons why what he said was the reason why Mr. Kelly didn't get a bond? Stratler. You can't even make up your mind. So should we just take what you said and ball all of those up into one? Is that what you want us to do? You can't even make up your damn mind on which one was the exact reason of Mr. Kelly not getting a damn bond. And that is fucked up coming from somebody who is something like a pops to you. How could you say that? Pick one. Which one do you want to sell to the public? Which one? Hi, Curtis. I was just asking about you yesterday as I was worried about it and I wanted to know where you been. Hi, sweetheart. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I was just saying, anybody see Curtis, send him my love, and I hope that he's doing well. Yesterday, I did. I did that even under the influence of Snoop Dogg. I was thinking about how you were doing. See there? Mm-hmm. Mm. Stratler. Stratler. He can't even pick one. He done had almost 10 plus reasons. Can't make up his damn mind. You said, I think, to Big Vi to stop and think. That's good, brother. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Stop and think. And I'm saying to myself, well, when you gonna stop and think? When you were involved in all of this hot shit, like you weren't gonna stop to think to get yourself out of it, and then you sat over there and you told your community as if you felt really bad now about what you're doing. I knew I shouldn't have listened, and I knew I shouldn't have did this, but here's the thing. You said that you some suspicion, not once, not twice, but this is the third time. I left him alone the first time. Then no, my people said, no, y'all got to get it together because y'all work good together in this and that. Now, how is it that your people convinced you to go back and work with someone who you is calling cruddy now? Because you knew he was cruddy the first time because you cut it off. I ain't messing with that dude no more, man. You ain't the cousin. That was the first time. You knew. That is on the record. You knew. Now explain to these people by you knowingly, rightfully knowing that the guy that you are into it with is still the same guy from all the stuff that you knowingly knew from the first time when you cut it off. How in the fuck did they convince you to go back? Well, here, I'll tell you. Here, I'll give you a perfectly good reason. Could it happen to be that they were saying that, calm down, bro, you still gonna get your money? Huh? Could it have been that? Because it wasn't all about you going up there sitting on no damn panels. Could it have been that they started talking about a payday? I'm just asking for a friend. And so you decide, outside of what you already know, you done found out he's already cruddy. He been all last time working with a drunken Larry. You cut it off. I bagged up from him. These your words to your people, your dreamy people. Said, no, y'all, you going back over there. Just let it lay to rest. So you went back. Give it a second chance. So you mean to tell me throughout your second chance of your events with Levi, already knowing that some shit was going down, that went down behind the scenes, you was still okay to be sitting over there with them on the second time? Them people convinced you to go back with you already knowing some shit? Boy, if that ain't juicy. Now, how they do that? How they do that, Booker? How they convinced you to go back to enter the dragon with the demons that you calling out, that you done did some demon shit with on the first go around? How the fuck do they do that shit? You know what that's like? Already being involved with your next door neighbor robbing a car to the right of you, your neighbor to the right. But the neighbor to the left says, it's okay. Y'all didn't get caught. Yeah, them some bad guys or whatever, but it looks like that y'all was having so much fun. You should just go do it again. And then you leave the comfort of your home because you called and asked them, hey, what y'all doing today? Man, we about to go rob another car. You kicking it or what? Man, how much? Shit, man, we can split this here because I heard it was about maybe, 20,000 in the car. So, I mean, if you gonna drive, or look out, man, for us, we'll cut you in about 5 stacks. Hell yeah, shit, I'm coming back in with y'all. What time y'all pulling out? That's you. That's you. Got dressed and hurry up and went right back up into the bullshit. And you knew who they were. You done said it plenty of times about who they were, how they are, what they was doing, what they had you doing. You done said all that shit. And you went right back on up in there. But the third time was the straw. And the third time, it went above and beyond of your expectations of you fighting war with interrogating your own damn self and incriminating your own damn self. You can't make this shit up, Booker. You can't make this shit up. You did all this shit to your damn self. Like, what? See, this is how I see it when you try, or if you were thinking about being a stand-up guy. This is how I see it. When the first time you seen it happen, or you knew it happened, you knew what they were doing, how they was doing it, and all that shit. Instead of fighting with those boys on the other side, the DJ and the Debowski, maybe you should have been coming clean and already done tipped them off that, hey, I ain't this type of guy. I ain't this type of man. I'm not like this. I know y'all made me mad and we fought or whatever, but listen here. It was all these boys' ideas and they did this and they did that. And I'll write this up, y'all, and blah, blah, but you ain't do that. Because you don't know who to be mad at now. You don't even know who to be mad at. When it should be yourself. Because ain't nowhere in the hell you done walked your ass in church every freaking Sunday to beat a drum and the spirit didn't light your ass up. You should have been having nothing but the Holy Ghost throughout the whole damn service. The whole service. You weren't feeling that. You was rebuking the spirit. That's messed up. That's messed up. Because all in church, you know you sitting there thinking about it. You're thinking about all this mass destruction. You can't wait to get back to see where you going to fit in at to do your deliverance of evilness. You couldn't wait. Come Monday morning, here you come. I'm sitting right there waiting on you. Right there waiting. I'm like, oh, Lord, here come the devil. 12 hours later, got to fight back. And you seem to think that you got the best fighting power out here. Not when you incriminate yourself. Mm-mm. You said that you don't know if Larry spoke. No, you went to talking about how you're pissed off about it. The cousin Larry out here boasting and all that shit about put drunken Larry on the phone with Mr. Kelly. I got two things to say to that. If you are something like a son, he's something like a pops. Mentally and even secretly, you would know if that was true or not. But because you try to do the one up, right? That goddamn man said that shit, and what he said over there, I'm almost certainty that that shit flew right over a whole bunch of supporters' head. Because there are people out there somewhere that knows Mr. Kelly other than you are. That's what's crazy. We ain't got to the part yet about you popping Jennifer Bunjean's message on that damn screen over there, and she put that out some time ago. Now you want to use it. Now you want to use it. I wish I could go back to I got to go look at the date and then pull up your live right behind that timeline of when she dropped that. It's just too damn time consuming for me, right? However, I just may do so because I want to see what your deliverance was on that timeline on your content. I do, because I'm willing to bet you that you yourself give two shits about that message that Bonjean tweeted out that day. But I gotta go listen to the live somewhere around that time frame right there. So don't go be running taking shit down. I gotta go check it out. Now, you got mad about that. You hated that. Levi is saying that he put Drunken Larry on the phone with Mr. Kelly. And all I'm saying is that did not need to be addressed with the anger that you have because you trying to show off again. You said, or you are trying to imply that you would know. So if you would know what the facts are, no matter how much Cousin Levi is trying to convince these people that drunken Larry was put on the phone with Mr. Kelly, you ain't even have to respond to that. You could have just let him be the laughing freaking stock. But you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. But yet then, when he put it out, you had nothing to double back on it. So you have to question yourself. Who will the public believe? Will they believe me? All because I'm saying that I've been knowing him forever? Well, guess what? You also are implying that the cousin knows him too. So he knows both because you put him there at a scene of where Mr. Kelly was when he got his goddamn tooth knocked out. So how are you fighting that? How are you fighting that? It's like knock, knock, nigga. Knock, knock. Who's there? Who's there? Hopefully you can understand what I am relaying to you. You can't fight that if you are putting that man around Mr. Kelly at the same damn time, probably of when you said you were around. Because you know who knocked it out, his teeth out, and all that shit. That don't make sense. You need to lay that shit to rest. That shit crazy as hell. Yep. And then you sitting up here talking about something, and he ain't the cook. And it is what it is. But out of all people, I think that you're the wrong candidate to be fighting back. And that's just my opinion. What happens? This is what you said, because I got to ask your ass a question too, Booker. But you ask the public, what happens? What will happen when Bunjean leaves Mr. Kelly's case? You ask who has the most to gain when Rob don't come home. First of all, I can ask who's gaining the most while Rob is in there. Who's gaining the most between you and Cousin Levi and Drunken Larry? Who's gaining the most? It's a question. Sometimes you got to reverse some shit up to get a clear understanding of it. Who has gained the most? Whether it was VIA attention or VIA cash apps or PayPal or whatever. Who's gained the most between you three? Who? Got to ask yourself that question first. And then ask yourself, why would Jennifer Bunjean, based on what you're saying, if she can know for a fact for herself that her client just may not even be on the phone or anything with these people? What if Jennifer Bunjean knows that for a fact? I'm just asking for a friend. You put out there as if you're the only one that knows the master plan. And it's sickening. And it's so many people out here that is advocating or that is actually probably know Mr. Kelly. But for you to put out here to say that, well, Bunjean, she just may leave him behind. Who has the most to gain out of it? Well, I tell you what, there ain't no appeal for Mr. Kelly that is going to happen overnight. Just on the appeals alone, Mr. Kelly is going to be waiting for about 3 to 5 freaking years. 3 to 5. All this paperwork finna go through. It's gonna pile up. They're gonna get situated. Time's gonna go by. And shit gonna get addressed behind paperwork. Paperwork arguing time now. I don't even, until you hear an appeal date set, it's like, shut up. Just shut up. Yeah. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. You said, moving on, because who has the most to gain? That's the most to gain. It's like you thinking about money and not the welfare of Mr. Kelly. Thinking about money? Weird, 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 weird. This is why you're disappearing. This is why you, Bookham, are disappearing now. I don't know which why are you talking about. Is it because of you entangling yourself to conspire against that darn DJ and Dabolsky, and somewhat of Mr. Harris, somewhat of Don Russell, somewhat of who else out here that you didn't help them do some damage to? Who else had you done damage to based on upon behind Drunken Larry and Levi? It's a list of people. Now you want to disappear. I'm going over to the political page. You ain't finna do nothing over there but fuck some shit up too. It don't even matter. It don't matter. I don't understand what you're disappearing for. You know when that old saying that it goes out here a little what is it, too soon? It's a little too late. A little too late. You already in the brush. You already in the bed with it. Because when something drops good, this is why you say you disappearing. And I remember a lot of people quoting this clause. Y'all remember that? How many times has the community out here have said, every time something good drops for Mr. Kelly, everything comes back to him with some negative shit? How many times y'all done heard that? Now, after he done fought the community, this alleged Mr. Kelly supporter or this alleged son of Mr. Kelly, sometimes son, or the mentee, now he wants to use the clause. Every time something good drops for Mr. Kelly, here comes back to, but yet then you were in the bed with those damn boys over there. How do you use that now? Oh, because it's against you. Oh, because they fighting against you. And let me keep it clear. The only reason that I am dropping this shit on here is because you've been fake since your ass been out here. Granted, let's grant you some shit. You for R. Kelly. Whoop-de-damn-do. It's not nobody's fault out here but yours that you chose to come on these lives with all that buffale ass crap. Join in, it ended up a Three Musketeer fucking gang. And now you want out. If you wanted the respect, if you wanted the people to say, oh, okay, Bookham is the right person to be behind, then you should have brought your natural born black ass out here the right damn way. Instead of all of this goddamn crooked, crazy ass shit. You should have left your anger at the door. That's where you should have left it. At the door. But you didn't. You brought that bullying and anger behavior through the door with you, and look where it has gotten you. Look where it's gotten you. Nowhere. Nowhere. I know one thing. If I'm going to suit and boot up for one of the best damn R&B king of whatever out here, this celebrity, Mr. Kelly, ain't no curves. Ain't no straddling. You either gonna come with it and come with it correctly, or you stay your ass at home. And you couldn't even do that because you wanted to put all the attention on you. You wanted glorifying. You wanted to entice, coerce, intimidate on the people. You couldn't just act normal and be yourself. You wanted to sit on that damn screen and act like the damn big ass gorilla hopping around. You the one want to send out damage control and control people's mind. Like these some damn 3 and 4 year olds out here. Where you can go. You can't speak to them. If you fuck with them, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck that damn rally. It ain't shit. Fuck that protesting. You did that shit. You did it. It was hundreds and hundreds of Mr. Kelly's supporters out here. You started that shit about you ain't no real supporter. The fuck do you know that? What goddamn a science room you sitting in to determine that factor? I just sat back and laughed at your ass. Where you get this damn hypothetical ass shit from? How do you know that? Hundreds of people, they walk for that man. And you stood with those people over there, the ops, and regurgitated what they were saying, and you helped hurt the side that was for Mr. Kelly. And you need to be held accountable for it, and you need to look that sideways. Granted, go support R. Kelly. Do all you can do. You went up in there as under like a FBI and you trying to get all the information and all XYZ and did to do what? To do what? You're a sidekick in the street. You have to go do all that, and Mr. Kelly still got 30 years? Well, that didn't work. On to plan B now for you, huh? That didn't work. Nothing you did prosper to keep Mr. Kelly out of jail. Here's the subject. Here's the one that is serving this time. So all of your plans, because you are the mentee or you are the son of Mr. Kelly, it didn't work. I think so too, Precious. It would have benefited them all because it wasn't up until this third little fallout that he stated on the record he wouldn't have left. He'd have still been there, Precious. He wasn't going to leave. He said that. But up until now, I'm done with it now. Hands up in the sky. I'm done with it now. But so you saying if this was not happening, if this did not occur, you were still going to be there. You were still going to rock with all of their crap behind the scene where you rightfully owned, knowing what the hell they had done and what they were doing. You were still going to roll. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Why you think I was sitting over there like that? Why you think that I wasn't expressing? We can't tell because it wasn't just about a week and a half ago. You call in, Unc. Hey, nephew. You were delighted. Or was that just some buffet ass fucking role play too? Was that role play? You call him up. Yeah, you call in. Yeah, you can come on the show. Yeah, I couldn't tell. Y'all was having a lovely, doubly goddamn conversation. He was calling in. He just called in to your show prior 2 to 3 days with you rightfully owning and knowing all of the buffet ass shit that they was doing. But now you ready to disappear. Boy, you need to cut it. And you can't understand. Or no, you understand. You don't want to accept that there is a lot of people out here that knows when it's shit, you let it fly. And that's what they doing out here. I think that I listen to them, be honest, because shit just cracks me up. Because I'm like, who do these people think is this damn dumb? Who? How is it that y'all think that y'all manipulating, coercing, enticing, influencing as behavior was going to capture the fucking whole entire Gotham City out here? How? Shout out to R. Kelly. Gotham City. Yeah. How? It could, girl. Yeah, it could have. Selfish. They wanted it all, boy. They wanted it all. And they used the paperwork as their justification to have them all. We'll just run the paperwork, act like we doing this and doing that. And you reading 8,000 pages of discovery or 25,000 of text messages right now. At this point, Mr. Kelly ain't coming out them bars out that front door. You're going to have to wait and see what Jennifer Bynum is doing and let Levi tell you he working or he's up and above now on Jennifer Bongine, I guess, and her paperwork is going to be sounding like what he's saying on the streets. Right. And you mean to tell me that the prosecutors may not have no I spies out here either listening, saying, hey, yeah, Jennifer Bongine is finna come this way. Yeah, we heard this one guy, he called himself cousin. Yeah, he's saying Jennifer Bongine is going to be reiterating and coming with full force based off of what he done found. I'm just going to talk out loud because I don't care who's listening. I don't know. I don't know another case like this, y'all. I really don't know another case like this at all. I'm finna tell you what the attorney doing. I'm finna tell you what I'm finna be doing. I'm finna tell you where we finna be going with at on this. I'm finna tell you all of this. I'm finna tell you. I'm finna remind y'all of all the females that was down, and this is the timeline that shit's got to be buried in the fucking mud. The more you keep putting light to it, the more the propaganda is going to come negative towards Mr. Kelly. The more with as much as we want to educate, as much as we want to know about his past should be irrelevant to what is going on with him right now. I understand everybody's trying to see how he got here, who he was involved with, what she said to him. Oh my God. What about your history? What about yours? Let's talk about all 10, 20 of your damn women. Do that. You probably don't want that out there. Probably not. That man said in that song, shut up. He was talking to the people that just keep talking about him. Want to talk upon his life, want to tell his life. He said, shut up. Shut up. But you won't. What else you said? He feels, oh, this is my funny one here, though, Book. Oh, no. Let's go to this one. You said, why are they striking his pages? Now, boy, if I could recollect, wasn't you the king of strike men out here? Wasn't you taking channels down? Now, how is it that if it's done to you, it ain't okay? But when you do it to others, it's okay. I swear, you is something else. I damn near died when I heard him say that one. Lord. How does that work, Book? If they do it to you, it ain't okay. And I surely remember back in 2021, boy, your fingers was working out here. Strike, 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 strike. Strike. You out here striking people down like like you at the bowling alley, boy. Strike. You couldn't say nothing. Now you over there with a whole keep my name, and if you play my stuff, you just literally told the community that I'm gonna strike you. But you want to talk about them now striking channel. Boy, you got some goddamn nerves. You got some hell of a damn nerves. And now they over there striking pages. What? Boy, the word strike shouldn't even come out your damn mouth. None. Unless you been at work for at least 5 years straight and they ain't paying you enough money and you out there actually saying we on strike. Strike a damn job. Do that. I ain't lying. He said that. And I had to write, didn't he strike pages? How the hell do you speak on something or what somebody else should be or can't do and all that stuff when you did it? You were doing the striking around the same time the damn Drunken Larry was striking. Remember? Y'all was strike partners. Oh, I forgot. It's gonna disappear now. You want to disappear. And I got a gut feeling, a gut wrenching feeling, that the only reason that damn Drunken Larry ain't dropped his recordings, and we know that that boy got some bagged up damn shit over there too, unless they bag that shit up in the bag with him. See, that's where it's going to catch you up at. But you need an attorney. You need an attorney, boy. Don't be lying to my some of you got an attorney. Don't even freaking lie. We gonna end up seeing your ass up in there with a PD too. You need an attorney. Because did you even think about the fact that when, right, and you on some of them record on his shit? Ooh, child. Boy, this gonna be some long to go episodes out here. Mm, you did. And I think that Drunken Larry ain't dropped all his shit on you just yet. Just yet. Right? Because he'll implement himself back in some shit and they gonna come and get him again too. I think that's why he can't drop it. That's just my opinion. I truly think that that's why he cannot drop the shit, and this is why you are a big wolfy intimidator. You know he can't drop it because you know it's going to complicate him. He ain't quite figured out how he gonna keep himself out of it if he drop your shit. Ooh, this gonna get juicy. Ooh, Lord. Hey, Booker, I ain't never running out of Snoop Dogg. Mm-mm. I'm trying to close this thing up, y'all. The wind blowing. Nope, nope, and nope. I mean, I am stocking up on Snoop Dogg. Boy, I gotta go to Sam's Club tomorrow. I'm finna go get me a crate load of this shit so I can laugh at this shit. Hot damn. Yep. He can't drop it yet. Mm, mm, mm. So that's why you sit on there and you do all that screaming and that daredevil shit. Ah, okay. All right, I'm getting it. Now this was my funny one, you know. We did that one already because you said you after you done released all this tension off of you, after you done got done telling on yourself, after you done got done dropping everything of what they done did too, right? Right? You lost 30 pounds. You could you could just took some Miramax or some shit and went and took a dunk. Got rid of some of that goddamn garbage sitting in your damn stomach. You could have done that. That would have been a lot more easier. Then your ass wouldn't be out here complicating and implementing yourself in some conspiratorial ass shit. you should you should have locked yourself in the bathroom, boy, with about 5 cans of Glade, 2 cans of what's that other spray? What the other aerosol? Lysol, Febreze. You should just set your ass right on up in there until this shit was over with and came out feeling about 50 pounds lighter. Hey, Harlem love. Hey, hon. Yeah, you should have. I would have took the easy way out, man. I just went on right in that bathroom clothes. I ain't finna admit to shit. Nothing. They call themselves street niggas, y'all. Street niggas, my ass. Y'all more like Sesame Street ass niggas sitting up there and got a story for every time you click on to the children, to the audience, which is the children. They got Mr. Snuffleupagus. You got Elmo and what's them two men sit in the balcony? Two men sit in the balcony. That Angelo and Drunken Larry sitting in the balcony. Oh shit. Ooh, y'all a whole bunch of Sesame Street people. This shit is nuts. Mm, mm, mm. I don't even know, y'all. Like I say. Y'all want to somebody call in? Tell me what you think about this shit. Call in to the show, y'all. I need to know, what are y'all thoughts? Whose side? Oh Lord, Ted, you ain't ate. Hold on, y'all. I ain't feed my dog today. I've been gone. Hold on, boy. I got you. I got you. I got you. Let's get you some yummy yum. But y'all need to call in. I need to know, whose side are you on? Whose side are you not on? What are some things that were said that you didn't kind of like, agree with, you know? And I know, you know, we this side over here, we ain't got a bone in this fight, but we sure got some laughter in this shit. Okay, nobody take that away. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? You say not a queen. Yeah, I said that. I said that shit. What do y'all think? You still out in the streets? You miss cop, girl. I got to go to Sam's Club tomorrow, honey. I got to get me some smoked Snoop Dogg. I can't run out. Not on this shit here, honey. Oh, you already got one open here. Hold on. Hold on, boy. Hold on. Woo. If y'all not gonna call in, I'm almost done with my wine. This Saturday content is coming to an end. I am tired. I'm a little tired. I ain't that tired. I'm frustrated that my live didn't come up downstairs because Microsoft or something is tripping. I don't know if everybody's at home and the white stuff is just overloaded. But yeah, I'm gonna chat for a little bit. Try to converse with y'all a little bit in the chat, because that's the end of my damn notes, y'all. This is some ludicrous ass shit here. And I'm tired of saying, oh, poor Mr. Kelly. I am, because I am a firm believer, and I'm going, and that just comes from praying and believing that there is no way in heck that Mr. Kelly is involved or talking to. I'm just going to believe it because that's what my mind chooses to do outside of all of this stuff that they're doing. You say, oh, you got to get your power. Girl, get that Powerball ticket. Mine is on, well, we got some that's on a auto thing, so kind of got they get done on a Monday and it just gets paid for the whole week, so I don't have to keep going back. So yeah, hit the like button, y'all, and don't forget to support the channel. $1 for the PAP day. I put that up today. $1, because I don't need no more than that. If I got 5 or 10 people, $1. I ain't out here to break the damn bank. But I like to support too, because I'm going to bring my vision, my hypotheticals of what, I perceive, what I see, what I hear. And it is what it is. So, yeah, good luck, lady. Good luck on that. What is it, like 70, 80 million, something like that? Good luck, girl. So, but nope. 608. Put the number, see if Harlem, I'm using I'm using the, I don't know about hard, so hold on. My other number away from here, so I am using, I think, Miss Brown, all of y'all, please write this number down because this will be the number only for the stream. Outside of that, I will not be answering this number at all. Nope. But, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh. You don't have to use your name or none of that stuff. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to go on mute just to then hear your name. 608-469-8795. Make sure you keep that too, Miss Brown. Harlem. Y'all keep that number. This will be the number for when I am live out here. 608-469-8795. Yeah. We'll put that number up. I don't mind that phone there. Because I turn that phone off and put it in my purse. I don't use it. So, but you say you think the message from the Big Vi and his crew went over some folks' head. You do? Wait a minute. Which one, though, Leslie? You got, because it was so many. Which one? Because we could talk. Their beauty. Ellie. You done broke up. You ain't breaking up nothing. Hey, love. Miss Brown got it. Okay. Thanks, Miss Brown. So, if we do we want to post it up, that's the number to post up in the chat. I don't care about that number. But come on, I'm waiting on Leslie so we could discuss that. Yeah. Precious says, what is my arrow is blocking your message. What is your Cash App? $, ONEPAPOOSE, or it's an easy one, $ONEPAP. PAP. Miss Brown, yeah. Oh, she said Miss Brown posts because you mess it up. you messes it up. But yeah, I only do dollar for a pap. I take good care of myself. But right now I'm getting ready to drop some money on this college, y'all. All that stuff. Um, Second bathroom coming in, so I'm finna get ready to spend a whole bunch of money for have it right next summer. But that's just some personal stuff, and that's a whole different thing, subject or whatever. So, but yes, that's the call-in number. Cause I like to hear y'all thoughts and opinion, though. I really do, and it is what it is, you know. I don't like to have my channel hit with no strikes and stuff like that. So now I have to kind of just write down, my little notes and just keep it moving because Angry Gorilla over there I got his panties in a damn bunch, And this is to be like this is really the only side out of me traveling outside of the side. This is the only side that is really worse with it. I'm doing beefs. You go over to like for instance, you have that whole Kwame Brown them situation stuff going on with that sister T that's in jail now, and then it's like 5 or 10 other guys that be coming on behind. Ain't none of them striking, none of them, and all of them are playing each other's live and talking about it. But those, the black folks over there, right? You over here, these some bitter butt having ass people. It's just beyond me. It's beyond me. It's, and I get it, It's my content. And another thing, like with Booker, ain't nobody got no content. They got the best of this, the best of that, the best of this. Drunken Larry gonna drop that shit about how he helped to send that money over there to you to help get that damn equipment. He was over there on his live book. I'm talking about, well, you ain't help. I told you I ain't need that. He was trying to play it, play all of this or whatever or whoever. And he was, Drunken could be lying too. It is what it is. I just don't get why he is so mad. Shout out to Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Love, love, love. Shout out to Cheryl for the $1 for Pap. Thank you. But just stay mad. And something, like when you know what you know and you are truly down for the cause of who you say you are for, right? You ain't even got to have that type of deliverance. But he can't even fall back because the clout, because of, he wants to be the front liner. Everybody got hit. Every single body got hit. Guess who he says is the only person? Wait a minute, let me recant that. How many people have y'all heard him say that he ride with? Cause they ain't gonna turn on me, cause they ain't gonna ride, they ain't gonna do me like that. He down to one person now. Bet y'all can't guess who that is. They thick and thin. They thick through it all now. Yeah, guess who that person is? Yeah, everybody else on the list who he's had claimed once upon a time, those are cut off. He done with that. He cut that off. That's over with. Yeah, he cut that off. That's done and over with. But guess who? Yep. You got it. Ding, 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 ding. You got it, girl. Yep. Oh, I got to restrict the call. I don't even care. What's the word? What's going on?
I'm trying to. I'm new to this.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you called. I be wanting to talk to somebody.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna turn this volume off on my computer. I just had to ask.
Okay.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm always great.
I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, when I'm sad and going through it, you won't know. I ain't coming out. I deal with it with me and the Lord. I go sit down.
Okay, shout out to the chat.
Can y'all hear the caller?
I put in the comment, what I was thinking about from the topic, and I know that there was a program yesterday with Levi, and he had Big Vi on. I like Big Vi.
Mm-hmm.
I like. Now, what I got out of it was not only did Big Vi come, but the men folk came.
Mm-hmm.
And followed up at the end was Sir Miguel. And Sir Miguel gave a good message.
Yes,
well, a good point. He said it's not about the person, it's about the message. Mm-hmm. So those men came together to deliver a message. And I believe two folks don't understand what happened. It went all over their heads.
Mm-hmm.
So
I caught his message. I did. And
I did too.
what did I get out of his message is let's kill the noise.
That's right. I was proud of them.
Let's do this for this one purpose. And
Yep.
whatever y'all have going on, we gotta lay it to rest. That's kind of what I get out of it. What did we come here for? Stop
Right.
the division, cut it out. That's what I got. But
Because
go ahead.
I had to say something, and I'm glad you asked for somebody to call up because I don't want to offend anybody, anybody's channel or whatever. But the main thing is that I like a little background about himself. If anybody their feelings, oh well, what do you say? Walk it off.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I could care less because from the last couple of days, I am so very disappointed in learning what I learned about how people were operating behind the scenes.
Ooh.
Because it affected a lot of people. You and the other folks, you marched. You put your boots to the ground. There's some folks that marched that are no longer here.
Yes.
I wasn't I wasn't there then to know about all this. Nobody advertised. Yeah. Okay, and plus we had coronavirus down up here. Mm-hmm. But the thing of it is, folks died, and that person knew what was going on and didn't say anything. Shit.
Yep.
Have mercy, Father.
You know, when I was down there, I saw love for R. Kelly. When
yes.
You can hear it. That came out were truly there to support Mr. Kelly. You can feel it in their walks. We had formations, and you felt it. You felt it. I'm telling you, you felt it. And I was like, wow, it was beautiful. So after the first time, I'm like, man, let's do this again.
Right.
You know, and then let's hope and pray that this energy is going to jump off to others. Come on out here because we can get ahead of what's going on with him.
Yep.
But, I come back to YouTube. I was devastated because I think Sharon Wimbush was the first one that I heard saying something about the walks, and my head dropped. And I was like, wait a minute, what? That's not what you're saying. That's not right.
That's not how I took it either.
So that was my first crush, like, wow, okay, so are we wasting our time? Because I'm truly listening to her and us saying, well, we know him and we doing this for him. So I was like, well, maybe we're in the way then. Or maybe let's move out the way and see what they do. Move out the way, girl, and all hell broke loose. Like, what the hell?
And that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. Yeah. And and they gotta have what do you call it? Say accountability right now?
Yes.
Because there's gotta be answers and there's gotta be consequences and repercussions behind what they did. Mm-hmm. Because here I am, and I'm like anybody else, even though I didn't march, when I speak to other folks, they don't understand this R. Kelly thing, and I know why. Because they don't understand the Black culture. Mm-hmm. They don't know how we roll. They don't know about being loyal. Mm-hmm. And I see that on YouTube here. So in certain times, and that infighting between the folks. Mm-hmm. No, yesterday when Big Vi came with Mr. Brother Muse, Sir Miguel, etc., J Rock popped up. That is who we are. That's what I know. The way you talk about RC, that's how I was raised.
Yeah, definitely. I got listened to Big Vi maybe twice or so throughout his whole life. And his energy is there as far as speaking on the and just for Mr. Kelly. That there I can relate to. However, I do feel some type of way when you engage yourself in a conversation knowing that, oh, wait a minute, brother, come on. I can't fool with you at a certain extent. You want to talk about, like he said, Mr. Kelly and the cases, and we go over this, and we point out this to the community, that's fine. But
Right.
when Big Vi continued to engage himself throughout that conversation with that boy, it had to be a pause there, because you don't want to put yourself in a position to call out himself, so you got to end the conversation. You got to. That's just how I roll. This is over, because I know some things that I've heard you say. I know some things that I saw you did. So I'll have to leave that alone. And that way he can savage an association, communication, or friendship, or whatever. I'm gonna savage this by not engaging in this conversation, because I do know some things. So it's like you got to say less, Okay, now let's conversate more on this paperwork about Mr. Kelly. Okay, let's talk about this things and how they moved this, and Donnelly said that, or this. Now they back on the same page, because at one point you can't say that you care about this, but you are engaging in something over here that you consciously know something ain't right here. I can't do that.
Well, I was watching another channel some time ago, about a couple of months ago, and the guys came up, and one day, they did the same thing as they did last night, and I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw enough. Once Sir Miguel left, so I went to sleep. But they say, between the men folk, and this is how I think you and I both understand, when men have their issues, they don't put it, they're trying to tell everybody, stop putting it in public. Let's go behind the scenes, figure it out, squash it, handle it.
Correct.
But some of these folks don't get it, they're making more mess out of being hard-headed.
Yeah. So
I think that's what I would like to think that's what it is that I saw. They're trying to pull somebody's coat, and they just,
and it's just becoming more of a mess. It's just becoming more of a mess. And the more you keep engaging, it's just going to pile on. It's just going to pile on to where it's not the people that you are pointing out that you're trying to make look bad. You're making yourself look bad too, bro. It's like,
No, and I think that was the reason for everybody coming up, to kind of give you like a little, support as men folk.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk later on.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe that I got, and I hope that's the case, because that was a smart move if that's the case.
That challenge of leadership is crazy, ain't it?
But why? But can I ask you a question? Why? Whoever was ever in charge? Nobody.
Nobody was in charge. Nobody. Everything that was irrelevant, they have pushed to make it relevant. It's not relevant. That's not the factor, guys. Come on. This is crazy. But men is men, but
well, the only thing I'm gonna interrupt you for a minute. Excuse me. The only thing I heard was, I think you used the term separation anxiety. That's what I think that dude's got.
Clear as day.
Nobody likes me, so I'm going to box it out or do whatever. That's fine. But it's not about liking. It's about who is standing solid.
Yeah, you can't pull off what you're trying to pull off without a team. Come on.
Right.
You can't pull it off. Nope.
Right.
And here's my truth to that. He just called out another person.
What?
He just literally called out another person. He said, I ain't messing with nobody. Well, at least I still got my girl. You still need someone. That was the proof right there of separation anxiety. You can't stand alone. Why are you calling her out now? Oh, because she is has not spoken against you, or she has not, she's a a winch. Oh, I almost said winch.
You said
I
it.
did. She has a wrench, or she hasn't done no wrong, and she fights with him towards the person that he doesn't like. So it was like, come on, dude. You had to call out somebody else's name about not leaving you or done stabbed at you or none of that stuff. He can't do it alone. So there's a big factor of separation anxiety is there because you cannot pull this out. You can't, well, I'm gonna use street language. You can't be fancy, huh?
Okay.
You can't
Well,
be fancy. That's crazy. But
okay. I have a question.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. This guy, Carrie Kelly,
Mhm.
isn't his name Killer?
He don't go by that anymore. He stated that on somebody, it might have been Sylvia's page. He said he don't go by that no more.
Now you can't change your jacket, right?
That's what they say.
Gotta wear it. But even with that, what's his you see, do you see those are the players coming into focus right now that I see?
Mm-hmm.
And you follow it.
Yeah, I do. Now,
So
if you want to
something's
ask
up.
me, had that been me and I came out earlier and I said these things that has been planted in the minds out here, and as time goes on, I'd have fell back.
Mhm.
You would have not heard nothing, no more of me. From one, I would have been ashamed. So I have to go deal with my shame first.
Right.
Second, I got to go mend this with my brother. I said
Right.
some things. Hold on, caller. Give me a second. I said some things. So I got to go and mend this with my brother, to apologize, to show him that I love him. And I may have jumped the gun a little too soon, because he did say, well, it wasn't until I actually started doing all my research and digging into this stuff, but this was after.
Right.
And it's like, well, you his brother. First of all, you either know the truth from the beginning or not. You said that
Right.
you were there. You traveled. You did this. You were working for him. And then you come out and you burst out all of this stuff. What do you want people to think now? So before I allow you to even have a thinking process because of what I said about my sister, I'm going away, because as long as I fade away from it, what I said is going to fade away from you. You're going to forget all about it while I'm behind the scenes making men and loving on my sister. Because I didn't owe this to nobody else. I owe accountability and love to my sister for what I said, not no people. Because people could give a damn about, how you feeling now. You said these things.
Right.
Right. He
Right.
said that when he's got to talking about some freaking tape or something from the store or something. Then they went home. That one, girl, I was like, no, you not. And these people out here talking about some tapes. Now you on here talking about some tapes. I was like, I was like, oh my God, Kelly. Kelly, 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 Mr. Kelly, Mr. Kelly. Woo, honey. So,
I
go ahead.
no, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you, but what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
I put in the chat whenever I type. I say fear is real.
Mm-hmm.
Something's coming,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sitting back. I got the popcorn ready, and for real life.
I can't tell you how much popcorn I have eaten. It's ridiculous. Matter of fact, girl, I keep bags of it on deck. This is so crazy. But, like I said, they got to fight. And I talk about it and I may laugh about it, but I know who I support and I don't need nobody to tell me otherwise. I know why I came out here and took time away to show why, I chose to support And that's my private reason, you know.
Right.
And that's just how I feel, and that's because of what I perceive. I read a lot of stuff, I saw stuff, I'm hearing stuff. I don't have to justify to anybody. Oh no, she said this, he said. I know what I know. So that
Mhm.
allows me to use my own mind to say, nope, we are not about to do this based on our Constitution to uh, uh, prosecute this man to this level of degree of what they did. No, no, and no. So
Mhm.
that's why I stood. That's why I stood. You
Good
know.
for you.
Yeah. No, no, no,
Oh,
no, 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 no. Mm-mm.
no.
Give or take. And to be honest with you, the 1 or 2 years to say slap on the hand, Mr. Callie. You can't you to just you can't do this no more. You can't
Right.
date the young ones or whatever. But now I'm looking at the time frame of things, right?
Hmm.
20 years ago. But this one, well, what it 20? He didn't have a pattern of what these people said. He didn't have
Thank
a
you.
pattern. There's no consistent pattern of this. And to top it off, he told the world and long time ago on that one interview he did, which is old as hell. He was young. He might have been in his late 20s, early 30s with a little small butt afro. He said, I had plenty girlfriends.
Yep.
What's the problem?
And he's right.
He told the world, I had plenty of damn girlfriends. I had a wife. Yeah. He said, I done some things, but she done some things too.
Sure enough.
He said that out his own mouth. So when they say he needs to speak, he spoke. You didn't listen.
Thank you.
He told everything on himself. He did. That needed to be told. That and with the way that he's telling it, he knew that some things I did was wrong. But I don't have that behavior. When he told Gail King, that is not me. Because he
Right.
did not have the pattern of behavior of what these people had planted on him. Say, yeah, I've done some things, but y'all want to put me back 20 years ago? Come on now, come on. So
Yep.
I stood and I meant
Mhm.
why I stood and I know why I stand. And that does not go to say that I don't empathize or have empathy with people that get put in a situation and become, they claim they're victims or this or that. But in this case right here, I just see it so differently. I'm sorry. I
I
see
do
it
too.
so differently.
Because I don't know about you, but if you had a guy in the neighborhood that
Mm-hmm,
was a nut job,
mm-hmm,
do you honestly think in a black community he would be walking around? I didn't grow up like that.
mm-mm,
If there was a nut job, somehow or another he disappeared
mm-hmm,
because the men took care of it. I don't need to know. I don't ask questions.
mm-hmm. Yep. All I know is, well, okay, it's back safe. I'm good.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, and the stuff that they claim he did, you had to be out there looking for it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when those street lights came on, you best to be inside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, darn coat. A coat where? I was
And,
like, woo wee,
but if
but
he had a cult, how did he get so many award-winning albums?
I can't understand that part either. I'm sitting here and I mean, I had dug up pretty much all of his concerts. Okay. I'm digging up his interviews. So if all of this mess is out here about he has this, nobody were able to pick up on this when they say, well, Fat Joe was at the place and he was getting his teeth pulled.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe didn't say nothing. He said he in there laughing. He getting his teeth pulled. Kelly got all his girlfriends in there. They walking around having a good old time.
Right.
That's what he said. He didn't say nothing about, man, I was getting my, Kelly was getting his tooth pulled. And when he got up, boy, he went and hit that one girl with a 2x4. He didn't say nothing about that. He ain't say nothing about y'all should have seen all these chains pulling through the house with them being linked together, half naked and can't eat. He ain't said nothing about that.
That's right.
So I'm sorry, No, I just can't do it. I just couldn't do it. I have to stand for what I feel was right off of what I perceived, what I read, what I have researched. And I'm like, no, no, not this go round. You did not get him. And he said that. And he
Mm-hmm.
said maybe 30 years ago, in fact, which they did. What did they do? They took
Mm-hmm.
him to trial. What happened at the trial? The parents said, that is not my child.
Oh.
Mr. Kelly got acquitted and he went home. Do I think that he went backwards to do a whole bunch of stuff that they're saying? No, no,
Nope.
and no.
No.
No, no, no. He can't help. People can't help sometimes when you're walking around with a good heart and millions is in your pocket, in your bank
Mm-hmm.
pocket. And
Mm-hmm.
somebody says, hey, can you help me with my rent? Well, yeah, come on over and check with so and so. Well, maybe I'll help you out. He's not there, but you showed up and you want to take some pictures?
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no. So, it was just a whole lot for me, and all of the stuff that I've seen was way too far fetched for me to say, Mr. Kelly did this. I just couldn't do it. It's too far fetched, too much. So, I'm
No,
sorry.
I agree with. I agree with you. And what I'm seeing now is there's some kind of fear going on.
Yeah.
I'm serious. There's some fear because
Saving
stuff you can't
faces.
hide it.
Saving faces, baby. These people on these streets out here saving faces. A lot of it, this is just my opinion about it, is the competition for a leadership. Who knows him best? Who cares? You knowing him better than the next man is not going to make those doors open up for him to come out. You can manifest that as much as you want to. He ain't coming out of that jail because you know him best. He ain't coming out them jails because you wants to have the leadership. He ain't coming out the jail because you are of a kinfolk to him or a son to him. That ain't
Mm-hmm.
getting him out.
Mm-hmm.
So they can keep
No,
on
I got you
screaming
there.
that mess.
Can I ask you something else?
Yes, you can.
Okay. This is about Don Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with all this stuff that happened this
Mm-hmm.
last week or so,
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, I'm saying, oh my God, Don Russell didn't have a chance.
He did not have a chance. He got
Because if this is what is out there and people know stuff, don't say stuff,
mm-hmm.
Don Russell, he was right in a way.
I think so. And I'm going to just stand on that. What Don Russell did at the end of this affair, I can see why he did it. Because
Yep.
of the public. Y'all you ate him alive. You did not give him a chance because of the notorious things that was coming at him or the people or what they were saying, how they were twisting the story. He couldn't fight them all. So it was like, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. This is what
Mm-hmm.
y'all want. This is just how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what y'all want, then yeah, I'm going to just throw anything out here. What I got to lose now anyway? Y'all hate me anyway. I'm going to jail. Was he wrong about the things that he said? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he was. And guess what he's doing now? He's paying for it. Oh well. But I don't think I mean I just truly feel that when he did come out and after seeing him, here's the thing. After we now know that Bookham spent some time with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You at the gym with him, you're playing all this b-ball, you're laughing, you're fighting, whatever the case may be, right? You
Mm-hmm.
did come across him. If you could not depict at that time of him doing any evilness or whatever behind Mr. Kelly, then don't do it now. Because
Right.
since you're so good at doing it now, or you have these intuitions about things, then why did you not have Mr. Kelly in a position to where he could not be around Don Russell? Why, if you were so good and so connected to Mr. Kelly, like you say, you're the son. Who else would Mr. Kelly have listened to and believed? He would have believed the son, right? So why didn't you just go to Mr. Kelly and say, hey, you got to get him out. I know some things about him. He's robbing. He's stealing from you. He's with Angelo. He's doing this. Why didn't you do it?
Right.
I guess you didn't know Mr. Kelly the way that you're saying that you know him.
They should have pulled his coat.
He should have pulled his coat, but he didn't.
And
You let all this play out. For what?
That bothered me. That bothers me.
For what? The man said that he went and got I guess a brother or something or so forth for Mr. Kelly to come and play at the gym. He come yelling out here, oh no, he didn't, and I know. Why go against something that actually benefited Mr. Kelly? Because obviously he played at a gym. Somebody got him in the damn gym. So what did that matter?
Right.
But he came and yelled against that. He yelled at everything that man was saying and doing. When the when the other one over there, Holly, she asked for the paperwork. He said, "Why would I give you this paperwork? I don't know you." What happened behind that? He come yelling about that. He yelled at everything that man was trying to do. Anybody that wanted an inch of a spotlight above him, that wasn't happening. He was just not going to let that happen. I'm the son. That's my daddy. Like, what in the hell? Instead of him, to me, for him to be the person that he is saying that he is, right?
Right.
If he can play this game to be connected up inside with what Drunken Larry and Cousin Levi was doing, now you can call out that stuff because you actually planted yourself in that circle with them.
Right.
Why wouldn't he plant himself in the circle with Don Russell to really find out if it was true, if he was true or not? Why you didn't do that?
That's a good question.
Why wouldn't he not go along and hook up with Don Russell to snoop in and really see what he was doing? Hey, Don, let's meet up. Why you couldn't play that?
Right.
Nope, didn't play that. Shut
if
him
you
down.
know something.
Uh-huh.
No, you're right. I mean, and that I think that's what really got me this past week, just realizing you got to be kidding me.
Mm-hmm. What's all the hooping and hollering about Mr. Harris for? Why? That man says that he was out here just trying to do his investigation, but the minute he starts screaming about that goddamn defense fund, boy, Mr. Harris' life turns. Hey, baby.
Mr. Harris ain't no joke either.
Baby, but when he touched on how he was investigating that darn defense fund, it lit up out here.
Maybe that's what's happening down the line. That maybe they're trying to separate. But do you think the beef is for real?
That's something that we're going to have to wait at the end.
Because they're not black folk as far as I'm concerned. They lost their black card as far as I'm concerned.
You know who's going to have the end of the story for everybody? Nobody but Mr. Kelly, or that's it. We're never going to hear whether who was real or not. That's going to have to come from Mr. Kelly. This is going to have to go all the way to the end to actually have the 100% facts about who was who and what was what.
But you know something, Miss Pap. You pretty slick. You pretty sharp. You already know.
No, girl, they said I'm dumb and crazy. Need medical attention.
No, because you keep playing the mix-up words and everything. But guess what? Folks understand what you mean.
Hey, don't be giving all that away. I'm not telling you. I'm pouring my drink. Hold on, give me some more.
Go ahead.
I can tell you this. I am definitely. I said I was only gonna have one glass, didn't I? Well, I guess I'm gonna finish this off. I can tell you. I do write. Okay. I do argue. Okay. I do all of that, and I've been doing that for a mighty long time. It's just that why out here? Why am I
Exactly.
competing my knowledge or because someone feels that I'm not using a word, a choice of word that they want to hear? Why do I have to talk like Karen? Why?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't because I looked inside the window before I even started opening my yapper. I'm
Ooh.
already looking in the window. I'm seeing what I'm working with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I have phone calls coming in because of the Walk for Chaos. I'm listening to people, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
also 50% street.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever it is that you're trying to pull or talk or say or this, it just don't fly because I've been there. And I'm not 20 years old, 53 years
Mm-hmm.
old. I'm not no new breed, out here. So, I just did not come out to, I guess, go into the circle of debating and things like that, when especially when my mind is already made up. You have to realize when you are entering in debates after your mind is made up. You've done your homework. I'm settled
Right.
on what
Right.
I'm doing and how I feel and who I'm for.
You trust your instincts.
But if you go into these
That's right.
debates, you have opened yourself up. You have opened up that one little box in your mind where those what ifs kind of
Mm-hmm.
start becoming disturbing to you, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
it has you thinking otherwise against some things that you already want to stand firm on. I don't want to debate against a op. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I'm already firmed on which way I'm going. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't need none of your convincing. I don't need you. Well, watch this. I don't need none of that. So if you listen to most of their debates out there, look how long the arguments are now. Look how long that they have to keep jumping from this subject to this subject because somebody ain't firm on what they believe in. So they want to continue to talk about it. You want to continue to talk. So I don't engage in it. When I go into my fights up in these front offices up here, my
Mm-hmm.
argument is on my paperwork. These are the elements. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to hear your, well, what if she would have did and she would have came? That ain't why I'm up here. This is what I'm arguing right
That's
here.
right. That's right. Focused.
I'm focused. And that's it. And that's all. Because what my opponent is going to do, those managers up there, is going to try to persuade me to say, well, you know what? Okay, maybe it will. And I'm not going to do that. I'm already gun ho firm. Nah, that's what I
Mm-hmm.
want because this is what
They're
I
gonna
believe
tell.
in.
They're gonna say, "Don't believe what your lying eyes
And
are telling
yeah,
you."
exactly. Exactly. So, but I came out here to enjoy the company that I chose to keep and also laugh at the bullshit that I hear. That's pretty much it. Like
Well,
whatever.
this past week for me
Hmm.
personally was a doozy. It was an eye opener.
Yeah.
But as I say, when I first came on, I just want to say that what I saw with the men when they came as a unit,
Hmm.
several of them together,
Hmm.
I respect that.
Hmm.
Because if the word, there's a saying, a word to the wise is sufficient.
Hmm.
Meaning, if you don't understand the message, well, you're on your own.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that was the message. But hey, let's see.
Yeah. I tell you something, because I have a lot of stuff that I just kind of don't like. I don't like the divided diversity. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I get that it happens, but what it does is remind me of how we, meaning us, our color,
Us folks.
are
Mm-hmm.
pretty much no different than what we were taught. What I mean by that is we have argued and bickered about segregation.
Mm-hmm.
We've argued and bickered about diversity in the workplaces,
Mm-hmm.
but we do it to each other. We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now.
Right.
Men caters to the men. Now, on the other side of the streets that I always talk about, right? I go over there to that whole Kwame stuff and the other panels, they or the WAC 100s, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you see on their panels? It's about 5 women, 5 men, 10
Mm-hmm.
women, 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
They together over there. Even through they beef and stuff, they together. But over here, and I get it, some of us may not want to indulge in the particular topics that is going on, but it's the fact that you don't even hear the invites of it. Come on, y'all. We on this. I need 10 more women up here. I need 10 more men up here. You
Mm-hmm.
don't hear that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Well, not the truth, the way I see it, and
Mm-hmm.
it might affect some folks
Mm-hmm.
because their folks keep saying, "Oh, these women, low budget women, or the
Oh
middle aged
yeah.
women, that kind of thing." And yes, I know, I'm you know who I'm talking about, but I
Yeah.
know I'm respecting your chat,
Yeah.
okay, your channel,
Yeah.
but they don't understand something.
Mm-hmm.
Behind those women, there's folks
Mm-hmm.
that are checking, and but you intimidate good people from participating,
Mm-hmm.
and it's wrong, and I don't know why.
It's wrong, but all when it comes to that in us women, because I am, I'm a people person, not just
Right.
So for our women, when I see that happening, we can only win by continuing to show up and show out with
Show
your
out.
head held
Mm-hmm.
high.
Head high.
Nobody
That's right.
steals your joy. And guess what? Guess what happens? He'll back down.
That's right.
You ain't finna win this. We strong. We're women. And as long as you out there with your head held, what have they done to me over here? No, my head too damn high, girl. Can't take my voice from me. Talk your stuff, cause I got something coming right behind that. No, we not. This ain't what you could call me every name in the book.
That's right.
I don't have those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after leaving the 3rd grade playground recess time. Yo, mama, your best thing.
Exactly.
I done been through that. You got to deliver something that I ain't been through.
That's right.
Because if you ain't coming that away, then you can't steal this joy or this pride. And you better come on with it. You can't touch it.
That's right.
Because all you doing is regurgitating something that I done been through. And that I have learned how to deal with it. That's where your problem is at. I done learned how to deal with what you got.
And everything else is just a joke.
It's just a freaking joke, girl. So you gonna understand before we get off of here why I be cracking up. Now you're understanding my analogy of my laughter.
No, I get it. I get it.
Please. Who the heck is you think you hurting? You hurting yourself because what you ain't gonna do is think that I ain't learned to rise above it, and all you gotta do go back and read Maya Angelou's. I still rise when you get done calling me bald head. I'm still gonna rise.
That's right.
Because you can't stop me. I'm full force by myself.
You gotta be.
That's it.
You gotta be. But I don't want to hold up.
I enjoyed
chatting
girl,
with you.
I enjoyed. Yes, I did.
And thank you for making some things clear. Like I say, anybody listening, there's no shots to anybody. It's just we just know.
Talking. We all want to know. That's why we here. So you might well replenish your popcorn, and because this is going on. And since we've come this far, I think that we have right to see how it's going to end. I'm sorry. Right. I want to know how this is going to end because shit, this is it. I mean, it may not be interesting. A lot of people, I don't want to join it. I don't want to watch this foolishness. When you're strong-minded, you know how to separate it.
Exactly.
Nothing on this YouTube that we are watching should have any effect on what's going on in your personal life.
Well, the only thing, wait a minute now.
It should. I don't think that it should.
Wait. The only thing I could say about watching some of this stuff here and how certain people operate, I've become stronger. I've become stronger about my convictions for my people, for the women, and when we are advocating for
Well,
people who
that
are facing
yes,
injustice,
yes, yes. All right, yes, definitely
uh,
yes. I
I
agree
ain't
with
backing
that. But
down,
I'm
girl.
talking about the nonsense and the
Oh
degrading.
yeah,
You know, the
those are
language that
children.
is being spoken, or
Yeah,
those such things
no,
that should not have any effect on you if you are
yeah,
already mindset with your life going upward.
right,
Because
right.
this ain't the first time we done heard or seen this stuff. This stuff happens in real life, sometimes out on the street at the corner store. So
How about that?
ain't no big darn difference. So when people become sensitive about it and oh I can't be around it, yes you can because you have.
Mm-hmm,
At the
mm-hmm.
corner store, heck, it was probably an argument in the church last week. We don't know. Did that affect you? No. But so you just learn how to rise above it and laugh. Ah, yeah, look at these darn people. Stuff we done watched it all on a regular major TV show. You didn't seen
Mm-hmm.
it. But I hear them say, and I can respect those that don't want this in their spirit and stuff, but I'm just saying that you just you just be strong about it and you don't let it affect your mental. You just don't. You should be able to get up
Mm-hmm.
the next morning and write that check for your water bill with
There you
no
go.
problem. Who
That's right.
cares about, oh, they fighting, they cussing or this or that? What you finna do? Stay in the bed all day? This depressed you? Are you? I don't roll with females like that.
Me neither.
No.
Nope, nope,
I
nope.
forgot to write my bill for my rent because that stuff affected what? No,
That's crazy.
you finna affect yourself with your 5-day notice on that door. You better go pay your bill. You better go pay that bill and pay your bill, sit comfortably under your roof without the eviction, and come on back and laugh at this buffale crap. That's all you can do.
And that's
Mm-mm.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
I
But
enjoyed you. I really did. Thank you.
oh, I enjoy you too,
Mm.
and thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Just get some more prayers going. I like your prayers.
I do, girl. Don't I be having them? I do.
Wait a minute. Whatever happened to the coochie? What is it?
What?
The coochie cat prayer. That was the first time I saw it. I said I looked at some old stuff of yours, in the last year or something, and I said I gotta pause it.
You
That was a good
know,
prayer.
I go back through some of mine from 19 or 20. I'll just be sitting here cracking myself up. I said, no. No, I said,
Well,
"Ooh, Lord, please don't let Miss Ann, mama, ooh, girl, don't let them log on to hit it. What the hell wrong with my child?" But however, my mom has been here, where I've been downstairs, and she don't pay me no man like that because she knows me. She knows that that's entertainment. She's like, I don't care what you do it down them stairs, but when it comes now, and my focus is back on my mom. Girl, please, you don't hear no all them words that I be saying. You know what? I think the first time I've said ass around my mom, I
oh,
probably was like 47. I
okay.
it just won't come out.
Won't come out.
It will not come out. They
That's
don't
right.
formulate nowhere
Right.
around my tongue. They're not on my brain. Even when if I get a little angry about something or whatever, and she's here, it won't come out. I can't form that word from my brain to my tongue. It's
No,
Isn't that weird? I get
that's
on here and I
respect.
be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Da, da." I'm like, how is that? I be like, Lord, so all you got to do is just put my mom around me. You won't hear.
That's it.
You won't hear. I guess that's just the highest of respect that I have. I didn't even start drinking my wine around my mom till my late 40s. I wouldn't drink.
Okay.
My sisters and brothers, they sit up. I'd be like, nah, I can't. I can't. I want my mom to see me getting, a little
Buzz.
tipsy. That ain't
Yep.
right. I just couldn't do it. Some other people have that bond and relationship, where they're comfortable doing it, but something in my spirit, it just wouldn't allow me to do so. at
Stay
all.
stay the way you are.
Yeah,
It's
just
better
sit
for you,
around
so you
me.
can enjoy it.
Yeah, it's weird. I open a car door for my mom. I think like like, am I scared of my mom?
No,
I'm in my 50s. I'm like, am I walking around here scared of you for? I'm a grown ass woman. Then I get around her, I be like, okay. I
we're gonna have to have your
do.
mother come into the
It's
chat.
weird. And I said, well, that can't be nothing but me following the guidelines of what the Bible said.
That's
And
right.
and me feeling the spirit of just you respect your mom. You
Yep,
never out no matter how angry I am, you ain't finna never hear me cut. I ain't never had a fight with my mama ever.
me too.
I always just say, okay, go downstairs. If I go to Chicago, help her out, which I do quite a bit, go down and I be tired,
Yep,
tired. Go downstairs, bring the laundry up.
yep.
I
Fold the
look at her
clothes.
because she know I'm a little tired, so I'm working.
Hmm.
And I just say, okay. You ain't gonna never hear me say, I don't feel like it, mom. I got to run. Mom, I got to something. You ain't gonna never hear it. Everything is on hold.
Good for
Mama,
you.
okay, I'm on my way downstairs. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Like I'm still 3 years old, girl. I be doing it though. I ain't been talk back. Go in there and turn that light off in the bathroom. I'm like, most people be like, well, mom, you just walk past the bathroom, girl. I be hearing up, turn that light off. I
That's
got you,
right.
mom. At 50 some years old, I
Stop wasting
do.
that electricity.
It feels weird because I'm like, I'm grown, but you ain't never older than your mother.
That's right.
So I just go do what I'm told. It is what it is. So, and I count.
Does your mother give you a look, a certain like that eye,
Mm,
that the way they do their eyes?
no, not no, because she never got backlash or we wasn't bad kids. We just did it. And when we were bad, those are things that we snuck and did and she didn't know nothing about.
Oh no, we got.
You
If
got
you
the
got
eye.
that look,
No, now
you know, cut it, stop it.
RC is a different story. Cause RC, he's gonna tell you one time,
One time.
go get Susie. At first, we had to learn who the heck is Susie.
Oh no, we had the equalizer.
No, baby, my dad had that strapped up on that darn corner of the board going to the doorway.
Hmm.
And baby, suck your skin, baby. Like, what? I ain't like RC then. Yeah, you were a girl. I did not like RC then, honey, because I stayed out a little too late. I was up on Chicago Avenue. We had a skating rink up there, and had to be home early. And no matter, because I know so many people, you know who I am. I didn't have. I got in. I had to be that age. I got in because of who I know. Midnight Ramble. You had to be 18 at from the 12 to 5 in the morning skate. I wasn't
Oh God.
18 because of who I know, who I roll with, who all that's going to call. But baby, RC say y'all be had y'all butt in this house at so and so. Girl, my little ass come tossing up in there. He's sitting right there. You might well grab Susie. Who is Susie? Girl, shit. I ain't know Susie was a
you
strap.
you still remember Susie?
Damn.
Susie.
So, and my mom still has Susie. She still has it, but it's a strong with the leather strap that they sharpened the shaver, the razor thing on.
Oh Lord, the
That's
razor
what.
strap.
And he would
Yep.
whack us twice, only 2 times, but I mean it came from down low, girl.
Yep.
Whack. And I did not like RC, but now I growed and I understood that, and may he rest in peace, baby. Me and RC was just peas in the pot. I am my dad.
Hmm.
I'm more my dad than I am my mom. My brothers are more my mom. The girls are more of my dad. So it's just
But you
weird.
see, because your parents were honest with you,
Yeah,
that's how you peep game.
yeah,
So you know what you're seeing.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And
They didn't
I'm
lie to you.
passing on what I know to my girls. And
Exactly.
that's all I can do. And once they are released from the nest, I think I heard this one from TD Jakes a long time ago. He said, you got to release them. You got to snatch them off the nipple. And once they gone on out there, the best thing that you can do for them is just have their back. But they have to make their own decisions and things out there. So, and that's what I've done with my kids. Just go do life. But I got their back. I got their
That's
back.
right. The door stays open
Yes,
over
sir.
here.
So got their back. But yeah, and that's pretty much about Pat. But I'm good, solid people, girl. Love to
Okay.
have fun. So yeah.
You and that teddy. Okay.
Me and my daddy girl sitting right here all up on me. That darn dog. I know this is gonna be a devastating moment for me, because the doctor say, he's pushing about maybe 5, but that's only, you can't predict that either. But that's giving me some hope or so. But she says, he's got about 5 or 6, maybe more years in him. I'm like, okay. Cause that one is gonna hit me hard too if I lose my teddy. So 3 weeks. I had him since he was 3 weeks old.
Oh.
So it's gonna be a hard one.
Oh. Well,
so
we'll
but
pray on that.
oh yeah, but I understand also that he's an animal. He's not a human.
Yeah.
So I
He
know
got to rest.
he's got to go home too. So
Mhm.
I understand that. But yeah,
Okay.
that's
Thank
all
you,
I
Miss
got.
Chat.
Yeah.
And thank you, chat, for people in the chat
Oh,
putting up
definitely.
with me.
Oh yeah. Now you gotta come back over and keep laughing with me, girl. Have some fun.
Okay, doke.
I appreciate it. Bye bye.
Okay.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm back. Boy, did I enjoy that conversation. Yes, I did. It's always enjoyable when you can speak to someone who also has, a lens that you're looking through that is similar to what they're looking through. So, but at the end of the day, we're going to have to roll this one on out to the end, as bad as we don't want to. And I know a lot of people has gotten away from it. And a lot of people still peep in on it. But this has been one hell of a showdown, y'all. A hell of a showdown out here. Yeah, hell of a. So, but I appreciate the caller vibing with me tonight. Because I wanted to vibe. Now, I don't know who called in after her, but if you want to call in, you can call in because I'm still on for, I'll say about another. Now, let's give the caller who called in, if you want to call in, I'll wait 2 minutes. And then if not, I think I can go and wind it down now because it's 8:12. And I can get me a full 8 hours of sleep. As Coda Bear be having me going, y'all. Having me going. But it's a blessing. I'm loving it. I'm also torn in between sadness sometimes because my baby is preparing also my last one to leave, to leave the nest. So, yeah. Oh. Oh, I don't know if my phone is ringing. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it is. Hold on. Hold on. We got another one. Okay, you on the line.
How you feeling?
Almost. I'm tipsy a little bit, but I'm good.
You think the FBI is tapping this phone call?
Not this one is, no sir. No sir.
Everybody done called them on everybody that done walk the street, so I don't know.
Oh, child, I don't know what you think. I'm waiting for the end of this shit. I don't care. I got the right person now. I can talk shit. I ain't want to talk too much shit with the other caller. I had to be nice. Listen, what my notes at? What do you think about that one statement that I said that was asked? And it was asked like this: why is Levi invested in Larry when we actually, the public, saw him being also invested in the same people that he talked about? What do you feel about that?
I think that a lot of people that come around Larry is impressed by a story of millions dollars and etc. that he didn't actually get away with. And when he give them a proposition of fixing their credit, helping their show, or broadcasting or anything, it ain't nothing but a trap that a lot of them fall into.
But wouldn't that be enticing?
No, because of, the law for a snitch. I just want to make this clear. The law for a snitch, first of all, the government got 20 million set to the side for snitches. So they get a budget, they get a check. Their job is to they don't call it enticing if you was already prone to commit the crime.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is that he enticed.
But the government would call it he went along with what you was already prone to do.
Oh, knowing to instructed.
Yeah. So he can present you with whatever he want to present you with. It's you that took it.
So what would be Bookham's chances on a scale of 1 to 10 of weaseling out of this?
I think the best thing for Bookham to do is what he's been doing, and that's and that's just tell the truth. And if you care about R. Kelly, unraveling all of this and getting to the bottom of all of this can help R. Kelly, because when you look at my discovery and you look at what we know now, which I haven't shown my discovery yet because I want to be respectful to the case. But when you look at my discovery and you look at what we now know, a lot of people said, we was a strong front together when we was together and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we was together and we did the protests together. It was about to be winter time. We protested from July, if I'm not mistaken, all the way to October.
Yeah.
So there's no need for us to be together anymore. I can see the feds coming a mile away. These guys are going live, talking about what they're sending in, what they're doing. And if I come to you and I tell you, hey, we should part ways here. We already did our job. We did what we came to do.
But they further it on though. They kept on with a lot of regurgitation of what was already done.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something that was a big hurdle that they could not get over, Pat. Every protest had a police escort. Without the police escort, we would have been everything that they said that we was.
That's facts. So did you hear how he glorified that he didn't have to have one? Now I'm saying to myself, well, if you feel that you didn't have to have one, then does that mean that you did not want them there to oversee what you guys might have been doing?
I don't think it was that. I just think you just want to say that made you look good or whatever. But the protesters you had wasn't a line long enough to stop traffic if you cross the street. The protesters that we had, it took a good 3 minutes for everybody to cross the street.
Yep.
So, that's the difference. And if you're going to call us terrorists, say we stormed the MCC, saying that all this stuff that you're saying, then we can call the witnesses of the police department who was escorting that day and debunk all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I thought it was a great feeling having them there. Like, and we getting the red light stopped and we got the heads turning from the traffic. I thought that was a great. Why does he have to point this out to be negative?
It was definitely a great look, but more importantly, it was legit. And I used those videos as reference points to my lawyer that I did protest in several protests, and showing those and being able to go back and get the booking dates from the police department showed that I was a person that did protest, peaceful protesters.
Well, they did not. They made a choice to not follow through what was positive. those people over there really came with some mass destruction on this shit. And
This guy's
it's
always making a
irritating.
reference to, I did the first two protesters. Okay, you did the first two protesters, and other people did their own protesters after you. And instead of passing the torch,
Exactly.
you threatened every protest that they had.
Exactly.
You participated in putting the feds on every protesters that they had. You go live and speak on every protest that they had if you was there. You tore down everybody that walked the grounds, and that's why it became to a point where I was telling people, "Hey, you should cut your camera off." Because look, I knew what they was doing. Look what they're doing.
Yep. Anything that got displayed went left. It just
not one protest that we had walking down the street did I threaten anybody while we was walking down the street. Not one protest that we had walking down the street did I beat any woman walking down the street. Not one protest that we had walking down the street did I threaten judges, our prosecutors, our accusers. Every protest was a peaceful protest. It ended peaceful. It started peaceful.
So what would have made Bookham join force with what they were saying in a negative way if he is for R. Kelly? The jealousy of the protesters? What would make a person do that?
That's one part of it, because he felt, if you go back, that people shouldn't have been asking where are the parents. He felt that one man can be an enterprise. These are things that he stated. And, one thing I don't get with him saying the protesters was fucked up and they was this and they was that. And, and the same thing with Levi, he'd be saying, the protesters, they did this, they did that. At the end of the day, what they both fail to realize is it's our First Amendment right to do a protest if we want to. It don't have to be what you like, what you don't like, what you support, or what you don't support. And when you infringed on that by threatening us, by swatting us, by putting the federal government on us, that was infringing on our First Amendment right. And ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah. I just couldn't believe it, man. I was like,
Then
like
you get people
he's
emails.
Something like a pops to you, but you're not putting out positive stuff about the rallies. How is he something like a pops?
You go and get everybody that walked in the rally, email searched, address searched, phone searched by the federal government. And one thing that he can't deny and that Play Cousin can't deny is this was in conjunction with the same people that was prosecuting this man and investigating this man.
Well, they deny it. Or no, I ain't gonna say they dance around it.
Dude, the positive guy over there, Big Positive. Now, you want to be a critical thinker. You want to regurgitate information that we already put out 3 years ago and feel that you are at the front end of this situation. But one thing I'm not understanding is what part of this ain't going in between the two ears that's on your head. These people worked it with the same prosecutors and agents on R. Kelly's case. They're going live. They're saying what he did, what they did, who called who, how they got on the phone with who. Yes, they might have wanted to get Deboski. But what you're failing to realize is the government wanted to add Deboski into R. Kelly's case. So everybody that worked it with these people, and they tell you that they worked it with these people, keep that in mind when the government only recommended 20 years and the judge banned me from the courtroom the same day that she gave him 10 more years than what was requested.
That's one hell of a point, because I can't understand that. You said that critical thinker. Don't.
You think that judge wasn't upset when she felt that somebody threatened her life over some man that's in front of her? First thing she did, right hand to God, banned me from there. So that means I'm on your mind. If you banned me from the building, that me specifically, by my name, how you know my name, I don't know, but you banned me from the damn courthouse. Bring this man in. Government recommend 20 years, and you tell him, and remember, I already had my mind made up, remember?
Mm-hmm.
That's how she started it all. I already had my mind made up. What's been on your mind? What these people been calling your office and telling you? Because the truth called down there saying the vice lord is threatening her and her family on behalf of Deboski. She called that judge court officer and told them that. I wasn't even in that judge courtroom, so I don't know why you call that R. Kelly judge to report some shit on me. I don't understand that. The same thing with Levi, same thing with Dana, and same thing with many other people. If you know I lived in Bolingbrook, if you know I'm from Chicago, why are you reporting me to some people in New York on R. Kelly's case? Tell me that.
Get you out the way. You have to go.
I can getting me out of the way, but what I'm trying to understand is what do I got to do with R. Kelly? Y'all the one that know him?
Yeah, but there was a lot being spoken on about money. You know, there was an
Oh
interruption.
yeah. I remember. I'm getting $50,000 every rally I throw. I'm getting $20,000 every rally I throw.
Mm-hmm.
My hotel room alone was more than anything I spent on the motherfucking rally. Let's just start there. I was there before they came. I was there after they left. I probably spent $1,200 on hotel.
I think the target on your head pretty much came, if I could relate this to the guys, right? Is with that whole interfacing of the defense fund and the dollar for the king.
No, because let's go back. Buddy was attacking the defense fund. Deboski never attacked no defense fund.
Didn't matter. He had already merged y'all together when that D&D started.
We already know who created D&D.
Mm-hmm.
We already know the work that D&D put in, but let's just go back to the basics. Buddy said the defense fund was a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Deboski said, I'm going to wait until I get to New Jersey and give my money to Douglas and Antoine myself, and I'm going to see for myself.
I remember that
never
line.
put the defense in my check.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time. And that was my stance on it. Then this man called me and was like, how much are you donating to the defense fund? I'm like, nothing. Oh, you making money off R. Kelly name and you not donating to it. You need to donate. I'm like, bro, my money is my money. I pay for my product. I pay for my taxes. I don't got nothing to do with your defense fund. And from there, we saw where that went.
Anybody that spoke on that defense fund and that dollar for the king got hit. Texas Black Diamond got hit. Don Russell got hit. The PI got hit. Everybody got hit.
I never had nothing to say about the defense fund other than it was mentioned in the motion to deny this man the bond.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I never had nothing else to say about it because, hold on, let this dude go.
Mm-hmm.
You on the dirt bike. I never had nothing to say about it because I don't deal in what I don't know. I knew that I was going to get to the bottom of it, but before I could, it was already diffused. I never said that Levi was not R. Kelly's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I never said that Levi wasn't R. Kelly's cousin. But I know you're not R. Kelly's cousin. And I never said you didn't know R. Kelly. Because I don't take away people that put themselves at the scene of a crime. If you put yourself at the scene of a crime and I'm doing an investigation, why would I eliminate you somewhere that you put yourself?
So
if you want to be R. Kelly cousin, if you want to be the mentee, if you want to be the godson, if you want to be at the concerts, if you want to be kin to him, that's placing you somewhere that the government should have been instead of being in my motherfucking house.
Hey, leave the evidence alone, huh?
Yeah, you placing yourself at the scene of a crime. Why you think I kept saying I don't know R. Kelly? I don't know R. Kelly. Then it got so sticky, I had to go all the way deep. I come before R. Kelly, so do my family. Because I'm distancing myself. These Negroes putting themselves at the scene of the crime. The government should have been hollering at them.
He said, I know I've been there and known him way before anybody. Well, you go right ahead.
Yeah. Because in my opinion, all of this bullshit started from people like them at the door. R. Kelly ain't asking for IDs when you come into the venue. Them Negroes is. The help. You feel me? And what do you think they tell them desperate women that's in line, fanned out, trying to get to see kills? If you do this for me, I'll do that for you. If you do that for me, I'll do that for you. We got articles that was written before Bozo ever did a protest saying that he was a serial. You feel me? They said he was under the act multiple times.
Well, I mean, I mean, he did jug. He say jug that darn Jasmine 16 times. So,
you know, at the end of the day, you showed up with everybody that's in that article.
Evidence.
And then Levi, you sitting up there constantly want to repeat the same story. You asked the brothers for a picture, and they didn't take a picture with you, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I asked them for a picture. They told me no. I told them fuck them. They told you that you ain't their cousin, and you still riding their dick.
That's facts.
They told you you are not the cousin, and you still riding their dick. And then and Skylife, man, just change your channel to pom poms. Pom poms. For real, because you just listen to these people sit up here and tell you that they working with the same people on R. Kelly case. And you still sitting around here acting like you doing some real advocating for R. Kelly.
Gotta have a face. Gotta have a face in the channel so people will do whatever.
You Negroes, if you gonna sit around people that worked it directly and indirectly with the same people on this man case to get them 30 years, let's not sugarcoat that. Let's not deny that. That go from Larry, that go from Dana, that go from Levi. Them three people for a fact. Now I could throw in Diva Divine Light, The Truth, Kels Tears, and several other people. But I'm just gonna go with them three for the facts.
I think that they're like with Skylife, and for the most part, some more of them are satisfied doing as such because he played the audio for them, so they believe in that.
Okay, so with that being said, stop running around here talking about free R. Kelly when you just got done working with somebody or being attached to somebody that just worked with the same people on this case.
They don't believe you. They believe him. They believe the cousin.
How you not gonna believe me when the cousin told you out his mouth he made a 50-page document? Where do you think it went to?
They're refusing to believe you because of your dilemmas with them as such. They can't get past that. Just like what we were talking about. They're not caring about the message in the bottle.
Listen,
They're
man,
frustrated about the character who is carrying the message.
Look, you cannot like Deboski. But not liking Deboski ain't gonna change that 1 + 1 is 2.
No, it doesn't. Not on no scale.
If Deboski is being charged with threatening the 3 people on Kel's case and being investigated by the lead agent on Kel's case, and these people are telling you that they sent this in and they're going to be sending that in and I'm a terrorist and all of this stuff. They're openly telling you that they're working with who? The people on this man case. Because at the end of the day, I didn't come in with a case and I ain't leave with one. That's his case.
You know what? In order to not have your yourself sitting as a fool. Let's just say I am pissed at you. I don't like your character. But yet then there is some suspicious activity over here. So before I can sit and hee and ha ha with y'all, I'm gonna have to suck it up. Show me what you got, Dubowski. Can I see what you got? Because I don't want to be sitting out here a sitting duck either. No, and none of them would do that.
Listen, man,
There's
we
nothing
read the
for.
headlines. I'm gonna say it again.
I
One
know
plus
that.
one is two. We
Mm-hmm.
read the headlines.
Mm-hmm.
Debosi Gun threatened 3 people on this man case, so
Uh-huh.
we know it's 3 people that's on this man case. These are facts.
Mm-hmm.
Debosi is being investigated by the lead agent on R. Kelly's case. You heard me play that on the damn interrogation video.
Uh-huh.
So if these people on YouTube are telling you that they're contacting, sending in, reaching out, talking to, who are they talking to?
Mm. They don't care. They don't. The message in the bottle does not matter. They rather sit with the people that is doing
In order
wrong.
to be doing anything involving Deboski's federal case, you would have to be doing it with the same people work in this man's case. I'm being charged with threatening people on this man's case.
Absolutely, but they don't. I'll say it again. It's not the message in the bottle.
Like I said, 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Larry been playing the same smoke screen on it. Let's go back to presidents.
Mm.
Angelo making the movie with Shabazz for R. Kelly supporters to buy. So they already look at us as some hoodwinking people that they can pull a fast one on.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see people like Skylight playing like she for kills, and you got the masked man switching to AI voices to upload information supporting Kels. That's been their game plan from the get-go. That's why they got motherfuckers running down the protesters, posing as R. Kelly supporters, running to one person, showing them guns, showing them threats, saying what they gonna do, scaring you in an isolated situation where you don't know if you should bring forth this information or hold it in, creating a hostile environment underneath your nose when really that ain't even what they came here for. They didn't come for no damn walk.
Speaking of the AI voice, right? Who's to say that that's not him behind that whole HLN stuff now?
You never. The HLN person is a real person. They want me to do an interview with them.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, well, wait a minute. That it just made me think about that
No, that's
when
a
I
woman.
heard it. Okay. I was like, whoa, if he can do his voice this way, and well, what if he is playing both sides of the field? Like, whoa, this.
No, but he really a super fan, low key.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And something that you got to think about with him, the core of his argument. I wanted to help those girls. I want to save those girls. How many of these Negroes have you seen wanting to save T-Baby, wanting to help T-Baby? That's always a weak nigga story for somebody else's bitch. And I'm just being real.
Yeah, I couldn't get involved in
I
that.
ain't
I'm
gonna
like,
say
save
none
her.
of y'all. I don't give none of y'all
no
chicks.
cap to save nobody. I ain't come out. What y'all talking about? I was lost.
Ain't none of y'all chicks worth saving.
No, and
Ain't
no.
none of your chicks worth saving. You can beat the hell out of them. I'm gonna give them my kind lead. Give a fuck what's going on.
Yeah.
And something that, I'm not really hanging on like that, but I just want to make it clear. Every protest that we did began it peacefully and ended peacefully. There was no motherfucking violence, madness, or chaos during the time that we began or ended a protest. It was not.
I didn't see it, not with all that bike riding and lights and shit going on. I ain't see. I'm like, what in the hell? Who was fighting? Who was this? Who was that? I saw people riding bikes, eating food, and I'm like, whatever.
And I would have never been on a bullhorn if one papoose did ask me to get on no bullhorn. So for people to say I hijacked, I was gonna be comfortable holding the damn banner. I wanted to hide. Papoose gave me the bullhorn and said, "No, you lead the protest."
Everybody, DJ was, the cameraman. That's what when I asked you guys, I just asked you guys based off of what I saw you guys' expertise were. You were yelling. Okay, go out there, yeah. DJ, he had the camera. You on the film. Okay. And then you had, what's his name? Trent. Okay, he's citing all these goddamn articles. Okay, to me, it was a perfect match. It was just perfect. What am I out there for? I'm not citing and doing,
But for the
you
people who
know.
don't know, nobody showed up with intentions of trying to take over. We came together. We asked you, as the person who's holding this, what you want us to do. You laid out the playbook. That's how it became.
Different people was holding the banner. Everybody was in sync. Everybody was in sync. The steps was in sync. I'm like, you know what? Oh, they really tore it. They did a good job at this plot and this plan here.
And a lot of these people told me not to go up there to New York to support Sylvia. And it's something I want to say to Dana. I did two protests. Okay. Whatever. I'm not gonna even knock your shit. You can knock mine all you want to, but I'm not gonna knock yours. Well, you saw how many we did in Chicago. They was down there every 3 weeks. But to go and walk them streets in New York, in Brooklyn, I don't think you got the heart for that shit, Negro. I don't think you got the heart. And a lot of them people that say they left me, you didn't see them walking the streets in New York. They wasn't there.
Well, there's a lot of something bitter jealousness between him and her.
Them people in New York was hostile. They was hostile. And for you to be on some, you not for R. Kelly, boy, I walked through the streets of New York. That was my first time even being in New York. I don't know what the fuck could happen.
Yeah, he said he couldn't make that. He couldn't make over at Just Jazz either. He couldn't make it. Oh. Yeah.
And then you got to think I'm coming with all these people telling me I won't come. I'm scared to come. You can do them protesters in Chicago. I bet you won't do one in New York. And I came out there.
Instead of him saying, "Oh, we finna go put it down, brother, for Mr. Kelly," he over there he wants to kill, will, and destroy. Like, why do you want to fight so much?
What I want to know is this. Did you think sending in any information to the people that's working on that man's case was going to help him? Did you think that it was going to say, oh, well, you know what? We're going to drop the case against R. Kelly and go after these people walking the street?
That's a good question. Maybe they didn't put a lot of thinking process into that one. That's a good question. Avoid the charges and let them out using the people on the street.
And I hear a lot of people say we interfered with the case by doing a protest. And I'm going to tell you people this again. People have died for you to have the First Amendment right, which includes to view trials, speech, and the protests. So I don't know where y'all was born in this third world country that you feel, oh, if you go out here and protest, you messing up his case. Wasn't Me Too out there? Wasn't Mute R. Kelly out there? Wasn't they aggressive? Wasn't they the real terrorists? I didn't see Levi calling Homeland Security on them. I didn't see the mentee calling the Homeland Security on them. Them the people y'all should have been calling Homeland Security on, but y'all want to put us in collages.
And I think that they also used the word monster, didn't they? They used some horrible words against
Man,
Mr.
they
Kelly.
used pedo, monster, kidnapper, coat. Man, come on.
Yeah, they did. Even Jim Derrick Otis did too.
And I didn't see none of them. See, the point of Darlene April's lawsuit against Rhonda Pace was her book. And she said she was the head of the R. Kelly fan club. Since I know you listening, prenatal hoe, just get this and however you want to get it. That man called and sung to her mother on her deathbed. He ain't call and sing to your mother. So whatever in her mind she had, I felt she lost as a result of this situation. She felt that she wanted to take it to court. That's her right to do that. Now, Joanna Pace is coming out with a book that was basically how to seduce a celebrity is a underage girl. That book needed to be stopped because that's the type of information little girls don't need to be reading because we're not trying to encourage underage girls to be with grown men. That was the purpose of her lawsuit. The lady stopped putting out the book. The book never came out. You didn't see her book like you saw the rest of their books. That was the purpose of it. And that's why I took her to the
That
court.
should have been something that should have been also a lawsuit against the publisher. Who finna print this?
They canceled all that print because of how her lawsuit was. And then the second thing I want to say about that is that could have opened the door from anybody who is a supporter of R. Kelly to say, how are you going to mute his music when I like it? I have a right to view it, listen to it, Spotify it, WGCI it, B96 it. How you gonna tell me I can't listen to his music? That you infringing on my First Amendment, which is the right to view, see, do, etc. You can't tell me that this music is something that I can't listen to.
Mm.
It's not a third world country. But that little group of terrorists clicked it up, stalked people, went to radio stations, went to Sony, harassed his shows, stood at his venues, harassing patrons coming into venues. Them the people you should have called on, Levi.
Damn.
They should have been in your 50-page report. They stalking people at the venue, calling them people that take advantage of children. As they leaving the venue, just paid they hard-earned dollars, coming out with their girl, feeling good. She all wet. Kills done got y'all in the mood. Y'all about to shoot off, and here these people is in front of you, ruining your whole night. Can't even back up out the place. Why you ain't call on them, Levi? Why you ain't make them in your 50-page? They gave their names. Matter of fact, Levi, they went out here and got a whole grant. Then that KRS-One lady get millions of dollars. The KRS-One looking lady, didn't she get millions of dollars?
Mm-hmm.
They went and started a whole movement and then got a grant for it. And I'll tell you something, too, that people fail to realize. And I want y'all that came out and marched these streets, I want you to think about this. All of them mute R. Kelly people, they slept in the same hotels. They slept in the same cars. They buddy rided with each other. You don't hear none of that shit about them that we did to each other. All of them stayed in the same hotels. All of them buddied up and came together.
They didn't have money to lose. This was a thing about, these people were losing money when that defense and that darn a dollar for the king got some attention brought to it.
Now, something I asked myself is how did Buddy pop up on the scene with a phone call with Angelo? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You pop up on the scene with dude. Now, one thing I heard him say recently, man, them was your friends. You went against us and made them your friends. Them niggas was never my friends. That's why they end up sniping me in the end, because I was trying to snipe them up close.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what type of time I was on with them. We had already made our bones and rolled in the mud. They already knew how I was coming. Now, the original protesters, you was out there with him. You ain't never seen me walking no street with him. I heard the fat cop say, you can hear him in the background. He ain't walk with him, but he was in the background. No, sweetheart. I was all the way around the corner down the street. I never seen them, never laid eyes on them. The first time I ever seen that man was when R. Kelly went up for some type of bond back in March of 2019. And that was barely seeing him when I stepped on the elevator. I ain't see that man again until the trial in New York. Don't know him at all. But
how did you know that how did you come across knowing that they were down there getting ready to have a protest?
Because I seen on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Seen when R. Kelly shit happened, you gonna put his name in on YouTube, on Facebook, because I'm trying to find out what's going on. So I put it in on Facebook. I found some group. I look in the group. It says it's finna be a protest. Now keep in mind, all the stuff that the collage lady be saying about them Facebook groups, it might be true.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, I looked in the group, Seen it was something about gonna be a protest. I never looked in the group again. I got ready to go to the protest. I wrote out my poster for the protest. I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of people there. I rolled down there. I went around. I went looking for them. I didn't see them. I came on time. I went back around, looked for them again by WGCI. Didn't see them. So I'm like, well, I didn't come down here for nothing. I parked my car. I got out. I stood in the street. I thought that they might have canceled or something like that. I didn't even know.
So on that day, though, at the end of the day or so before you went to retreat back home, did you happen to run into them then, or you never saw them that
No, when
day?
I got ready to retreat back home, I went by the MCC and it was a dude standing out there.
Oh, okay.
And he had turned R. Kelly up on his shirt. And he saw my poster. Because I was just going to go back. I was going to go over there because I saw guards. I was going to tell them, free R. Kelly and, get that nigga some extra food type shit. But when I went over there and I saw this dude, he was like, man, where was you at? I was like, I've been around the corner all day. He's like, everybody just left. I was like, oh, for real? He gave me a Turn R. Kelly shirt. Turn R. Kelly up. He gave me a shirt. I still got it.
And that was your first encounter with him, right there.
I never met Bozo. This some dude that gave them shirts. The dude that gave them shirts.
Oh, okay.
He was still out there.
He showed him on a live too, I think.
Right. That was it. I just came up after that live. After Will Edie got done praying and all that shit, I came up like 30 minutes later.
Oh.
I was around the corner the whole time. I never knew that they was over there.
Okay.
So when I came up, that's the shirt man was still there. So he like, hey, they just left. Here go this shirt. They gonna be here for court tomorrow. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come down here and see about the court, but I don't think I went because I think it was too early in the morning or something. I ain't go. But down the line, he had another court date. It was like March something, and I went down there, and I'm going, really thinking I'm about to see R. Kelly entourage and what I've been seeing on the news. I'm just coming just to view the shit. So I go down there, just me and T and my homie. We get down there, but they was there before me. When my homie called me, he like, man, dude and them trying to fight in the hallway, Sebastian and Dana. He don't even know them. He like, they trying to fight in the hallway, some. I'm like, shit, I'm on my way. I get there to the courthouse. When I get there, I'm jogging, trying to jog in because I know I'm late. I know how court be going when you late, whatever. So I start racing up there, jogging. And as I'm around in the corner, I see DJ. He's standing there on the corner. So I'm like, what the fuck is you standing on the corner while you ain't in the courthouse? He like, they kicked me out. But keep in mind, when he telling me this, I'm still running. I never stop running. So I'm like, hey, what you doing right here? Why you in the courthouse? It's starting now. I got kicked out. I'm standing outside. I got kicked out by the marshals. So I go into the courthouse. Now keep in mind, that's my first time ever seeing him. So I go into the courthouse. The marshals all tight because I guess these Negroes been arguing in the hallway, and then he done got kicked out. So I go up there. They talking about they ain't letting nobody else in the courtroom. So I'm looking through the door. I'm waiting on the, I know it's like, I'm thinking like they're going to have court and then the next dude going to come out like they do in Cook County or whatever.
Right.
So I'm looking. I see this dude up there in orange. I see two other dudes in suits. It's Junebug and Daryl McDavid and R. Kelly, but I don't know it though. So I'm looking through the door. I tell to the lady, I say, when they bring R. Kelly out, is he next or did I miss it? She's like, that's R. Kelly right there. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, you know what? That is him. Now, I'm understanding why they told me I couldn't go in the courtroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a white dude that told me that, and the black dude coming out the door. So as he coming out the door, I hold it for him. I say, "Hey man, you think I can get in there, man? I came all the way because I want to see I'm trying to see what's going on, man, with Uncle Rob. You don't think you can get me in there? This is my auntie right here, the lady that was standing at the door with me. I ain't know her at all.
Oh,
But since
Lord.
she had told me that was good, so like, this my auntie. We trying to, hey man, come on in. He brought me in there.
Oh, okay.
So she went and sit somewhere else. I went and sit by Keith because that was the only spot open.
Uh-huh.
So I sit down. I'm like, damn, I know this dude from the TV with the umbrella. But, you know, the case going on, he really listening and shit. So I don't want to try to talk to somebody I don't know while they paying attention to some real shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't help it, though. I tapped him with my elbow. Hey, check it out. Seriously, I couldn't help it. Hey, check it out. Do you know Dana? That Dana is in the next row.
Uh-huh.
You know how they got 2 different rows?
Okay. So he in there too, and you go ahead.
But he in the front row.
Uh-huh.
And you know, like 2 different sections. He in a different section than me, but all the way in the front.
Okay.
And you know how they got that little wooden wall that be at the courthouse?
With the swing door. Uh-huh.
He leaning on the wall. Like he got his forearms up on the wall, leaning on it.
Staring at the judge.
He got the fucking U.S. Marshals. They lined up down the aisles.
Oh.
Because he already had this altercation with Shabazz. Mm-hmm. Before I got there, he already been arguing with Shabazz. Shabazz calling them bitches in the hallway. Mm-hmm. I can hear Shabazz calling them bitches on when my homie called me. My homie is the one that broke that shit up. People leave that part out the story. My homie is the one that broke that up. It wasn't Sandra. Sandra was there, but my homie is the one that told them that don't do that shit. Anyway, he leaning on the thing, but as he leaning on it, he like rocking. You know what I mean? He rocking and moving and rocking. You know what I mean? Seriously. Rubbing his head like he's stressing out type shit.
Like he the one getting ready to go to trial, huh?
Right. So I tapped Keith. Now me and Keith, we in the other section. So it's 2 different rows. We in the opposite row all the way at the back. So we can see him diagonal at the front. So I tap him. I say, hey, do you know him?
Uh-huh.
And he leaned down all the way to my face, like eye contact to my face. He said, I don't know no motherfucking Dana.
Oh.
I said, man, I always wanted to know that because he be saying he with the camp. But all of this is new, so I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, I thought I said, hey, you think I can get you on my show? Yeah, I'll come on your show. I said, I'm going to get your number when we come out of here because, you know, if you pull your phone out in the courtroom, you bogus.
Right.
So we come out the courtroom. We go by the elevator. He getting ready to tell me his number, so I'm getting my phone out. He get to telling me the number. Dana walk up right behind me.
Uh-oh.
So I tell him, I say, man, don't even worry about it. Now, he already know that I already asked him about this nigga. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
And don't tell me your number in front of him. Don't even worry about it, bro. I'll holler at you another time. So as soon as Keith seen him, he already know what I just asked him. He just disappeared. Like this motherfucker tucked his coat underneath his arm and was gone. He was just like that man on that whiskey bottle, J.D. Walker.
Uh-huh.
He was gone. So I looked over, I saw T. I'm like, hey, T, follow him, get the number for me. Because he was just about to give me his number. Mm. So I'm like, hey, follow him, get the number. So I turn around to Bozo, trying to slow him down so that way T can get up with him and get the number. And, you know, he know that what we already have been talking about. So I'm like, hey, Dana, from YouTube, we shake hands. I ain't have no problem with him. I don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? But spirit, you know what I mean? I just ain't feeling your spirit. Uh-huh. I got on the elevator. I never saw the man again till almost 3 years later.
And so between those 3 years, there's the beefing starting.
The beefing started because I was selling R. Kelly shirts according to him and not putting into the defense fund, one thing. I brought Don Russell on my show when he said I shouldn't be interviewing Don Russell. Anybody that interviewed Don Russell, an enemy of his, and I interviewed him.
So the control. He issued you some controlling. Hey,
Yeah,
you need to
I
do
ain't
what
go
I.
with it.
Oh yeah, and then that's that.
And then to double down on I ain't going with it, I could have did the interview on YouTube, but I went face to face with the Negro.
Yeah.
Because he was always saying anybody that talk to him, they work for him, they with him. So I'm like, well, let me go and find out what's to the Negro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know no Don Russell. I did an interview, an unbiased interview, probably one of the best interviews he did on YouTube. And I strongly advised that man several times during that interview not to say this and not to say that. They didn't get no shit out of my interview to use against him.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, I want to ask you this, because I just thought of this. The two brothers that was what building was that they were in front of when they had somebody out there?
I think that was a Daily Center.
Okay, on that particular day with them filming that, right, which is occurring after Mr. Kelly gets arrested. All of the filming people from the news channels were pretty much out covering that. Yeah. Why do you think? Why do you think that they never showed up prior to that, and to be out in front of the courthouse and stuff with the news people, since they got cameras and shit?
Man, if you take a motherfucker that always drink Ace of Spade, eat the best lobster and steak,
yeah,
and they do it their whole life,
yeah,
if you take it away from them, they still gonna have some type of fragments of that in their actions.
Okay.
These people have been on the stage with the king of R&B, and I've been in the biggest events. They know how to get control. They know how to get them in out the building. They know how the security points go. They done got to meet celebrities around the man. So in their mind, anything else is beneath them. Because I asked them to come walk with us, but they didn't.
Yeah. I just thought it was weird. I was like, well, why? Since they got cameras, they got microphones, they got.
I just think that is weird that we never saw that footage. But
Yeah.
you know, I say that to
Yeah,
say,
what? It never came out.
I say that to say because I believe that the final surviving R. Kelly was supposed to be with the Enterprise and these supporters, and I was supposed to be in there because a gun was supposed to be found in my house, and I threatened some prosecutors, and they done already went to everybody out of the line who they think is the Enterprise and got the camera in their face and tricked them into conversations, and I believe that footage involved the same Lifetime production, and they had to alter me, erase me out that production altogether because the case wasn't going the way that they thought it was, which leads me to believe that the three people that they accused me of threatening worked with the production of Surviving R. Kelly. Yes, go and look at that. They got motherfucking lady. They recording Lady G in the courthouse. She in the courthouse at the end of the day. So whatever she's saying to the motherfucking dude in the doorway, they in the courthouse. That footage shouldn't be. That's a federal building. You can't record inside no courthouse. That's one thing. And I'm glad she told him you ain't gonna never see your motherfucking daughter again. You probably ain't. And that's her opinion. She should go to jail because she said you ain't gonna never see your daughter again. Half of us think that. But ain't nobody saying shit about Neckbone telling the father he a bitch. And his daughter a bitch. Nobody said nothing about that. And then her goofy ass at the end of the Surviving R. Kelly getting a cameo ready for the camera. All the Enterprise caught off guard. Don't even know who they talking to. If you come into the trial and you are R. Kelly supporter, you gonna ask anybody to ask you a question something about R. Kelly, you're going to be telling what we know, what we've been seeing, what we've been trying to push out to the public. And that's what their response to cameras being in their face. They responded with, R. Kelly needs his, they took what they wanted to put in that to give you that spice because they thought that, oh, we'll have Deboski in here and we're going to line all the rest of this shit up. But it didn't go that way.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of your journey, because it's coming to an end, what remedy, what will satisfy you to put this behind you with what you dealt with?
17.5 million.
17?
17.5.
Lord.
I done been going to counseling now over a year, paying for it myself.
Mm-hmm.
My kids had to stand outside for over 2 hours while their home was being searched. They run around talking about knock, knock, the FBI. The government infringed it on my First Amendment right. The lead agent on R. Kelly's case went in front of a grand jury and swore that the video was only 5 minutes when it was 10 hours. Swore that I paid for guns and ammunition through cash apps, which is false. Said that I was on my way to New York, which again is false. And you basically went in front of a grand jury and obtained arrest warrants and search warrants, all false and misleading testimony. And you should be held accountable for that. The New York Police Department arrested me and detained me in front of that courthouse and never charged me with anything after moving me more than 100 feet. So, yeah, I want to sue the New York Police Department, the Homeland Security Department, the agent that worked the case, the 3 dog heads that they accused me of threatening, the judge that banned me from a federal building that's open to the public for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
I want them. I don't care about winning. It's just a principle.
Yeah. Well, okay, I got to get my butt up out of here, but I want you to recite one of your quotes that you used to do, which was, and this is based off of your indictment and your endurance, and you said it all the time. Public opinion is what?
Not
the law.
Indeed.
When you try to use it, you're going to have to be careful on how you're using it, because
also said stay cautious, stay vigilant, and stay looking over your shoulders. I told motherfuckers that too. So
I like the public opinion. It's not the law when you are trying to use your public street knowledge based on trying to have someone incarcerated. So,
I'm sorry.
Me? Yeah. I'm not sure if he's gone. Yeah, I think he's gone. I think he's gone. Nope, he's still here. Oh no, he's put me on hold. So, but I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I had a good time tonight, but I'm about ready to lay it down and catch me a movie before I go to sleep. And I'm gonna make me a quick taco, right quick, 1 taco. And I better make 2. I better make Coda Bear 1. And I'm about ready to lay down and enjoy the rest of my night. I enjoyed my conversations that came out tonight, and my laughter, and my observation based on my notes of what I have perceived, to use my own mind to establish my own opinions. There's some things in my content that is alleged, and there's some things that is just, strictly just my factual opinion of how I feel. Nobody can take that away from me. I had a good time tonight, ladies. Shout out to everybody that sent me the $1 for the pap test. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But I got to go. So y'all know how we do over here, because this was one of those moments Give the person above you some love. Show the person below you some love. And don't forget to show one papoose a little bit of love. I appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the like, the share, and subscribe button and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. And I got to get up in the morning to see why my stream kept crashing on me downstairs. I got to run a scan on it, and there's a lot of files to run on it. So let's see what happened with Mike. Let's see what's going on. Because I'm like, what is this? I got a haunted house. Haunted house. That's what's up. Share some love. Share some love. So shout out to my mods, y'all. Shout out to my mods. Everybody, have a great night, and I will see y'all soon. I got to go catch some OT. Bye-bye. Thank you, Juicy Juicy.